Hello and welcome to beautiful Fraser, Michigan for another edition of Motor City Rockers Hockey. I'm Ben Salagi, joined with this time Brady Beaton. We were able to get the teleportation device to work. He's actually here tonight. He will be here tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will be his game. So if you want to hear Brady call a game, he does a good job of it. It's gotten better like the players over time. He's gotten better. But Brady, welcome back. You missed a interesting game last night.
I know, the one game I was very curious to see the results from, and Motor City, at first the shots weren't going their way, but they end up getting a big 5-0 win. And Ben, you go back to before last weekend, I kind of threw out the challenge, hey, these next 8 games have to be playoff-like games.
Yep.
Treat them like series. Well, the first 3, which is how long the series are in the Fed, you're 2-1. And the one loss you played pretty well in. Trevor Babin helped steal you a couple games or at least keep you in the games early. I like the mentality for Motor City. They're rounding into form at the right time. Maybe some teams, hey, Columbus was playing really well early, hasn't played as great. Maybe they're just trying to get to the postseason. Maybe the teams that figure them out, who knows. But Motor City's playing well at the right time and against the top-tier competition in the Fed.
Yeah, right now Columbus is pacing the pack, nipping at their heels. We're going to take a look at the standings just really quick because we addressed it last night using your philosophy that we've used on this broadcast, how this whole stretch, this home stretch is basically a playoff series. Of course, you basically have a defaulto playoff series next weekend with Carolina, but the standings, man, 1 and 2 are just right close, and 2 or 3 in the Continental are just the same. Columbus still pacing the pack at 93 points, but Carolina getting a win last night. They only trail by a point. They're at 92. Of course, Motor City gets a win last night. They're at 72. But then Port Huron's at 70 because they also were extincting Mammoth last night. They jumped out to a 5-0 lead, so they're right there on Motor City's heels as well. So every game matters. Every game's important. We talked about last night specifically how the playoffs are anticipated to work. And you actually had an interesting point about the playoffs. You and I were talking off the air, and you think maybe being the top seed isn't the best idea.
Well, not when you are basically a country away from each other. Look at Columbus. So let's use them as an example. Say they are the 1 seed, and the season ends how it is right now. Columbus is the 1 seed, Port Huron's the 4 seed. So the last weekend of the series, Columbus on Friday is in Carolina. They turn around. They come home to Columbus for a Saturday game, which at that point could be for first place in the division. The playoffs are projected to start that Monday. So after that game Saturday, you get on a bus, and whether it's to here or Port Huron, it's only about a half-hour difference. You go from the Gulf of Mexico up to Southeast Michigan for one game to turn around and go all the way back down for a Tuesday game in your own barn. That is quite the travel, especially when you're supposed to have the higher seed. You get the 2 home games, but man, if you go up north and you drop that first game, you have a long bus ride needing to win 2 at home. That's a tough draw, and for the higher seed.
It is. It's very tough. Last night, it was tough for Columbus to score on Trevor Babin. His first shutout in 88 career games here in the Fed. It was a big moment for Trevor Babin last night, but tonight, we're going to see round 3 between Brendan Colgan and Trevor Babin. It's going to be a fun battle to watch. Colgan has a great defense in front of him, makes his job easy. Well, what are you expecting from tonight's matchup?
I'm expecting maybe a little bit of physicality. You see the lineups when you take a look. They're very big. They're throwing the heavyweights out there. But I expect to see, again, a playoff-type atmosphere. Motor City, when they face Colgan, they haven't scored on him in 2 games worth. They were shut out twice when they went down to Columbus. They returned the favor last night. In a league where shutouts they come at a premium. We've had 3 in the 3 games in this series. A little unexpected.
It's very unexpected. We knew it was going to be a close game. We knew it was going to be a tough series. But what happened yesterday, not only was it special, Trevor gets his first career shutout in front of his grandma who came here, from, I believe she lives in Ontario. So she came across the border, was able to catch that moment. It was a special moment. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things though. Carolina last night had a very strong forechecking pressure. Motor City, we've seen they like to take their time with their breakout a little bit. How would you break down a strong forechecking pressure where you see basically a 3-2, but everyone bails a little bit late and just stay on top of your opponent like Columbus does?
Well, it's not putting yourself in bad situations. You don't want to be caught where they can attack and throw different looks at them, see if you can catch them off. And the other thing, hey, it's easy to stop the forecheck if you're on the power play or not down a man, something that Motor City's done a better job of as of late.
Well, speaking of power play, yesterday all of Motor City's goals were even strength.
Yes, and a short-handed one at the end.
Yeah, it definitely was interesting. We're going to hand it over to Sean Rabsky. He's going to give you the starting lineups. Brooke Posey will give you the national anthem, and we will come back with the start of the first period in just a few moments. Again, your national anthem brought to you by Brooke Posey, doing a terrific job on the microphone as well. Well, starting lineups are always brought to you by Rock City Logistics. For a quote on all your global shipping needs, including LTL, rail, flatbed, and more, just visit rockcitylogistics.com. That's rockcitylogistics.com. Brady, starting lineups for tonight.
We'll start with the visiting Columbus River Dragons coming into this game. First place in the Continental Division with 93 points. On defense, Edgars Ozolinj alongside on defense. Excuse me, they will have, it looks like Jacob Kelly on defense. They have 4 forwards listed in their starting lineups. The other forwards, Kirk Underwood, Kyle Moore, and Chuck Costello. Brendan Colgan will be in net. And for the Motor City Rockers, currently sitting third in the Continental Division with 72 points. On defense, Josh Colton alongside Taylor Cutting, Tim Perks, Elias Thompson, and Dante Supperdini listed as well. Both sides mixing it up a bit, and Trevor Babin in net for Motor City. Ben, expect to see some heavy hands tonight.
Yeah, heavy hitters are in the starting lineup last night. Michael Greco definitely wanted to throw down. We'll see what happens tonight. Moore gets that one, fires it on Babin. He makes an easy save to buzz the tower, freezing it right there. Yeah, well, we always talk with Coach Brown before every game, just try to see how things are, and it was interesting just to let people into the front office door just a little bit. He said, well, we're rolling with heavyweights tonight, so you can expect some battling because he expects Columbus to battle as well.
It's kind of the brand of hockey Columbus is built. They'll be big and physical, especially in their own barn. They bring it away from Columbus as well, but that's kind of what Columbus has been ever since they came into the league.
Yes, it has. Here's Moore again, carrying it in. Kind of similar to last night, Motor City did not get to a strong offensive start. We know, again, a lot of shots on goal in the first and second period. Columbus had it there for a moment. Costello's going to leave. Here's Strojahan, forechecking. Motor City trying to get the breakout. Cutting, taking a hit by Lane King. Strojahan has it, gets into the slot. Good play by Milam. Motor City only, though, tonight, rocking 5 defenders. Taylor Cutting, who is a defender, is actually working the forward position tonight. So Motor City only rocking with 5 guys on D. Puck down to the corner. Nick Miguel Diaz, one of those 5, plays it to the far side. Tommy Cardinal, who had a beautiful goal yesterday, gets it to Milam. He's going to carry it in. Drops it to Vanderweel. Vanderweel's just going to push it ahead to Ryder. Ryder can't get control of that puck, though.
Had a rather quiet start between the two, more of a feeling out process. Columbus brought a lot of guys up north, had a few changes to their lineup, maybe trying to get their feel of it. Some guys haven't played since last weekend, but not a lot of fireworks early on, just kind of more up and down action, no one with any great scoring chances.
Yeah, not yet. Here's Conway looking for a pass as Koash crashed. That guy's intercepted. Here's Inger in front. Poke checked away there by Colgan. Colgan again did not start last night. It was Christian Pavlos. Pavlos, well, had a dog of a game, excuse the joke. But Motor City seeing if they can solve the goaltender, Brendan Colgan. Puck just gets dumped in. Rogers will pick it up. Columbus wearing a very interesting sweater, turquoise. There's a shot by Moore going wide. Good to see Roman Gaudet. Haven't seen him in the lineup the past couple of weekends.
Again, playing a team like Columbus, you want some bigger bodies in there. Roman Gaudet has shown a propensity. He can get in the corners like he is right now, getting out in front of the net. A little more size in the lineup for Gordy Brown.
Yeah, Perks tried to get it to Makema there. It's going to go on a bank. Gaudet swipes at it. I think Gaudet had a hand bruise that kept him out. At least that's what it kind of looked like at times. There's a centering opportunity. Makema couldn't bury it. Moore trying to dig this one out of the corner. Go ahead, Brady.
The second time that Motor City's had a guy kind of alone in the crease. Either the pass isn't quite there or Columbus gets back late. But twice, uncharacteristically for Columbus, white sweater was standing point blank. A chance to get a feed.
Well, Rogers looking for a feed here. Yeah, that's how 2 of the goals happened in the second period. Guys right on top of the crease, burying it around. Ryder with a good forecheck. Gets it to Vanderweel. Vanderweel getting it to Cardinal. Good back pressure there by Petrantonio, and the puck's going to go out of play. But yeah, Motor City getting 2 goals in the second period, 2 goals in the third period. Yeah, it was wraparound centering attempts in the second period. That was the difference maker for Motor City. Really kind of kept on, and of course to a 3-goal lead against Columbus really means nothing. You wanted more, and then in the third period, Motor City added on to their lead. It was nice to see the offense still build on it in the way that they did.
Well, we've seen Motor City come out and start series really strong. Saturdays, for whatever reason, has been kind of a bugaboo for for Motor City. Last week, they had a chance against Carolina, couldn't quite finish it. Another opportunity against the number 1 team in the league, Columbus.
Well, we don't know what a Sunday game is going to be like. Motor City hasn't had to play one before, but we'll find out tomorrow. See how the Rockers, they're going to be the only game in town. There's a quick shot by Cardinal, punched away by Colgan. He's going to freeze it right there and hold on to the puck. Yeah, the only game in town tomorrow. Columbus here in Motor City, 2 o'clock. Can't remember a lot of times where we've been. I know opening night, it was a Thursday night. We were the only game in town on October 12th. Can't really remember the last time we were basically the only game in town.
Haven't had a lot of 3-game series. This will be the start of 2. They go down to Carolina for 3 in a row. So a lot of games in a short amount of time for Motor City.
Yep. Here's Petrantonio carrying it down. Has a centering opportunity. Cannot connect there with Jemayev. Jemayev was on the doorstep, ready to get that goal. Motor City clearing out the slot, though, very well. It's going to be glassed out by the Rockers. Settled down there for a second by Greco. He was the instigator last night. Can't control the pass there. Good forechecking by Inger. But the puck's going to come on the stick of Jemayev. Jemayev blowing a tire, losing his edge. Going to catch Columbus in a line change, but they're ready. 4 hop on really fast. River Dragons getting to the puck here at center ice. Carrying with it now is Jake Krupp. He didn't play last night. Is playing tonight. Puck centered down and tried to be centered by the River Dragons. Going to be off the stick there of Koash as he clears it away. Underwood back through the neutral zone. Now Krupp dumps it in. Wickline had it there for a second. Underwood battling for it. Puck still bouncing around. Conway. Got to be careful. Motor City, I thought was they were looking for that line change. Of course, you don't want to get a too many men penalty right in front of your own bench. Here's Perks. Absorbs a hit. My goodness. Perks goes up and over Ozelinch. Ozelinch carried it in. Wickline gets taken off the puck just inside the zone.
Hit like that, that'll get the blood flowing. That'll kind of wake both teams up. Very clean hit, and Perks just went head over heels. Ozelinch played that perfectly.
I was going to say, we'll get your blood flowing and maybe lose a little feeling in your knees for a little bit. Those are one of those where you get up and under. Doesn't always feel the best, especially an uneasy landing that Perks had as well. It's going to take us right into the media timeout as the puck goes out of play, which means we can give you shots on goal. It's not a lot. There's very few and far between as these two teams feeling each other out in the first 6 minutes. But Brady, what are the shots?
Yeah, not at all. Only 2 attempts on net, both for the Columbus River Dragons, and they haven't come from in close. Motor City, no shots on net yet recorded. Have had a few opportunities, just haven't gotten the shot between the pipes. Only one other game going on right now. Binghamton at Carolina, also a 6:05 puck drop. Now my report here on Danbury, Watertown, and Delaware, Mississippi, all drop the puck later tonight.
Well, thought we'd had the only stage with an early game, but Carolina said, I don't think so. Carolina looked like a good game last night. Of course, we saw them last weekend. We're going to see them this upcoming weekend. Do you think Carolina has it in them to take the number 1 seed in the Continental? I think they do.
They have it in them. They're a point away. They could do so in a few hours if things break their way. They're playing as well as anyone in the Fed right now. Everyone's gearing up for the postseason. You play different hockey when you get ready for the playoffs. You make some transactions. You get the guys you expect to be in there for that 3-game series. That's why you're seeing a lot of the better teams, the creams rising to the top, and they're tightening it up a lot. Some of the shenanigans that would go on earlier in the season are shut down a bit now.
Well, yeah, Motor City definitely one of those teams getting hotter as the year has gone on. Of course, they had the lull in January, but of course, as this regular season is wrapping up, Motor City's still tuning up and getting playoff ready. But it seems like Columbus is kind of going the other way.
Well, comparatively. They were unstoppable at the beginning of the year. They've looked a little more mortal in the last month or so. Doesn't mean they still don't look like a team that could very easily make a run to the Commissioner Cup's finals.
Oh, easily. I was going to say, the only time they've lost 3 games in a row was against Carolina in the middle of January. So last time they lost a series, actually, 2 games in a row, was January 13th and 14th against Carolina, where they just got housed 15-4 on the weekend. Motor City trying to get this one out. Tim Perks poking this one away. Kelly doing a poke there as the puck comes in. Nick Miguel Diaz trying to get it out. Strojahan gives it up. There's a shot. Oh, pushed wide.
Too many white jerseys on this side of the ice. Need to be a little more balanced. They were able to slip behind. Luckily, they just shot it high and wide.
Yeah, that was a good look there by Lane King. Lane King played an okay game yesterday. He has the puck again, drops it off to Strojahan. Strojahan with a shot, kick save there by Babin. Greco firing that one wide. Puck almost deflects back to Babin off a rocker. Here's Greco again, pushing that one wide. Cardinal looking to get the rebound. Cardinal trying to dig this one out. Ryder's going to come out with it for Motor City. Going to go on the retreat, gives it to Milam. Milam on a quick D-to-D to Miguel Diaz. Saw this inching approach on the breakout a lot yesterday. Vanderweel touched it to Cardinal, but I think they're going to say he's offsides.
Well, some teams with the breakout, you can take more risks. You look at a team like Elmira, not very physical. They want to get the offense going themselves. You can take some risks. Against Columbus, you have to be very calculated. Take an extra second to make sure that pass is there. Make sure that you are all on the same page, because Columbus, if you make a mistake, more often than not, they make you pay.
Oh, yes. And they're a team that likes breakaways, too. They like to create odd man rushes, and they can definitely move the puck almost at will. Again, they have only lost 11 games now this year, and it's not by accident. Colgan settling this one down, giving it to the far side. Doe had it for a second. Motor City keeps it in. There's a centering opportunity. Oh! Conway can't get there. There's a one. Oh, one-on-one. Inger blasting it. Colgan makes the save. Man, they were staring at each other like it was high noon. Oh, my goodness. Colgan, though, being the good goaltender he is, gobbled it up, took the right angle.
Colgan showing why he's one of the best in the league. Those are some tough opportunities, and he's a big reason why Columbus has the record they do. That last opportunity, point blank, it was him, and he had no help around him. Didn't matter. Colgan still stands tall.
Well, face-off win for Motor City. Doesn't last very long. Macma on the second attempt, though, sends it down. Colgan this year right now in the Fed. First in goals against average at 2.32. Second in save percentage at 91.8. Third in wins at 16. And then, of course, number 1 in shutouts with 6.
It's a Fed record for shutouts in a season. He had that, I believe, before the new year.
Yes, he did. Rogers has the puck. Fires that one. That one went high. Somehow Babin saves it. Oakes tries to glass this one out. Rogers jumping up, keeping it down. Perks settling it down, though. Oakes feeling good. Only played in a game and a half last weekend. Played last night, so whatever was hurting him against Carolina didn't hurt him too much. Actually, you know what? Now that I think he was working on that record at the beginning and at the end of 2022 and at the beginning of 2023, because I know Motor City, when we went there on the 6th and 7th, it was a part of that record.
Well, yeah, two of his 6 shutouts have been against the Rockers.
Yeah.
Motor City has not been able to crack the code of Colgan quite yet. Need to just keep throwing pucks on net. They've had some good early opportunities. Been a very evenly played first 9 minutes. Just got to keep throwing darts at the board and seeing what sticks.
Well, here's the River Dragons. Doe carrying it to the far side circle. Stops, gives it up to the point. Petrie cycles this one down low. That was intended for Krupp. It's not going to get there. Motor City still trying to get this one out of the D zone. It's going to be kept in, though, at the point. Broken up and sent back into the neutral zone off Vanderweel's stick. Rogers has it, though. Moving it ahead and dumped on in. Here's Krupp again at the far side. Moving it ahead. Petrie! Oh, there was a centering opportunity. Crashing the net was Wickline. He couldn't get a stick on it, though. Another centering attempt. Wickline gets control of it, gives it back to Petrie at the point. Petrie firing this one into a crowd. Motor City desperately trying to get it out of the D zone. They finally do. There's Conway battling his butt off, getting it all the way down into the offensive zone. Centers it to nobody, but Suffredini will pick it up. Declan Conway, a one-man wrecking ball right now. Motor City, though, can't retain possession. It's going to be quickly tilted the other way. Strojahan has King. There's a shot, kick save, rebound goes high. Petrantonio firing that one over the net.
See the defensive alignment for Motor City. They're always keeping one or two white shirts around that crease. Very disciplined defensively.
There's another one. It's an own goal. I believe it bounced off the skate of Brad Ryder.
Strojahan will take credit. We'll have to check again to see who it last touched. Either way, 1-0.
Yeah, trying to check our little replay monitor here. Puck was in the corner, came back out, rebound. No, clear goal, it looked like, by Strojahan. Thought maybe it bounced off the skate of Ryder. That was not the case. Strojahan, though, who has 54 points on the year, now has 22 goals with his 33 assists on that one. Found a way to make it 1-0. Columbus getting this ahead. Costello giving it to Moore. Moore crashing into the zone. He's at the far side, tries to center it. Ryder gets it off of his stick, though. He's going to get pestered there by Greco. Ryder settling it down. Puck trying to come out. Now back into the control. LaBelle gives it up to Greco. Greco looking for that stretch pass, trying to find Kelly. It's at his skates. He can't hold on to it. Now he's going to send it back and retreat. LaBelle again entering into the neutral zone. That's going to be fought and collected by Wickline. Wickline back to LaBelle. He's going all the way behind the net. These River Dragons keep inching back. Just can't get control of the puck. Motor City trying to utilize their forecheck here to keep the puck down in the offensive zone. Have not seen constant pressure and puck possession in the O zone with 11:20 into the first period just yet. Here's a turnover. Doe centers it. Wickline can't control it as it went to his skates. Here's Ryder going the other way. Ryder waiting for some help. The cavalry is coming. Conway carrying the puck down low. Inger now comes off the bench. Waiting for Koash to join. He now does. Trying to intercept Krupp at center ice. Breaks him off the puck. And now Columbus changing on the play. 8:12 left here in the first period. 1-0 score for the River Dragons off the stick of Alex Strojahan. Here's Koash entering the zone. King settling it down. Now Inger with it. He's been battling hard. Rims it out. Here's Oakes. Going to get pinned by Strojahan. Finds a way to give it to Inger. Bounces over his stick though. Underwood trying to move this one ahead. Underwood still battling. Conway. My goodness. Conway has been playing tough down low early so far. Just hasn't had a lot to show for it just yet. Puck goes out of play. That's going to take us back to a media timeout as we're at the under 9. And so Brady, shots on goal. Motor City, we know, has had a couple since the last media timeout.
Well, officially shots on goal right now, 7-1 in favor of Columbus. The one goal was scored by Alex Strojahan, Josh Petrantonio, and Josh LaBelle on the assist. That's the only goal so far in this game and around the Fed. Binghamton, Carolina still scoreless midway through the first, and the other three games on my report here on Danbury, Watertown, Delaware, Mississippi, all yet to get underway.
Well, here I said I thought Motor City had a couple. They only had one.
They've had more time on attack. It's just getting a puck into the pads of Colgan. Yeah, I think they probably had two or three. The one flurry, they got a couple in, but still, besides that, they haven't had a lot of good looks on Colgan. And when you can sit back, you only have to make 2, 3, 4 tough saves in a night because of how strong your defense is. It helps a good goalie put up the numbers that Colgan has.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think Motor City, though, has to do? They haven't retained offensive possession a whole heck of a lot. Been fighting the puck a little bit, maybe had one solid chance. It was very similar like last night. What do you think they got to do to make sure they can ensure a good, constant offensive attack? We haven't really seen it yet.
Yeah, it's just make crisp passes. This is where the small things make differences. Hey, if the guy you're sending it to has to reach out a little bit, can't bring it in cleanly, that allows a fiery Columbus defense to get in position. You got to be that extra crisp like you would in the playoffs.
Well, Motor City gets that face-off win. Koash centers it in front. No one's ready for it. Look at Conway again. Go Koash. Got his stick lifted by Moore. Good play there. There's a high stick. Koash is going to go to the box. Yep. Kyle Moore checking his face for blood. Doesn't look like there's any there. So it's not going to be 4, it's going to be 2. And Motor City is going to go on the penalty kill. They went on the penalty kill a lot last night. But of course, you know penalty kills are brought to you by the Kustra Law Firm for all your legal needs around the Metro Detroit area, including getting out of the penalty box in your own situation. Find out how Kustra Law can help you by going to KustraLaw.com. That's Kustra with a K, law.com. That was the one thing that Columbus had plenty of opportunities last night. Went 0 for 5 on the power play last night. Their power play's not that great. It's middle of the road. It's about 17% in the Fed right now, which puts them at about 6th in the league. Why do you think they're not converting when they have had good offensive games throughout the year?
Well, mainly because when teams get it, they can fire it out of the zone. And one thing Columbus does well is just keep the puck in. The forechecking pressure is really strong. So when the other team, you just flip it up and over the defense, it really takes away any forechecking you can do.
That's a good point. Here's Columbus taking this one down. And here's the opportunity. Nick Miguel Diaz giving it to Vanderweel. Vanderweel fighting to get this one out. Ryder getting control of the puck. Now he'll pitchfork this one away. So you're right there. Good clear by Motor City. Minute 20 left in the Kustra Law penalty kill. Wickline gives it to Kelly. Kelly's the team's leading point getter. He walks the line, gets the puck right back. There's a shot. Oh, somehow Babin made the save. It sleet right past him, but it's going to go to the end line. Minute 5 left here in this penalty kill. Kelly again trying to get this one out. Good break up there by Gaudette. Gaudette just swipes at it, sends it down low. 51 seconds left. Good clear there by the Rockers. Petrantonio carrying it across the timeline, walking it in. Setting it, Strojahan back to Petrantonio. Strojahan can't get it. Going to be kept in by LaBelle in front. Babin makes the save. Greco sends it back to LaBelle at the point. 30 seconds left in the Kustra Law penalty kill. Here's King. Surveying, looking for a cross-ice pass. Colton sees it, captures it, and clears it. Just holding on to it was LaBelle. Going to give it to Petrantonio, the captain. Trying to work it to Strojahan, who has the lone goal so far today. Gives it to King on the near side on a give and go, but Motor City breaking that up. Connor Inger doing a good job. Brendan Colgan tells us time is up. Scott Koash is coming out of the box, back to full strength. 5:17 left here in the first period. Power play pelt for the Rockers.
Real solid penalty kill, only the one opportunity. Again, Columbus, like you said, the numbers bear. They are not great up a man, but 5-on-5, they are one of the deadliest teams in the league.
Yes, they are. And again, their playing style is wide. There's a shot. Greco blocks it with his backside. LaBelle keeping it in play. Costello coming off the bench. So the power play unit's officially off the ice. That one trying to get centered by Petrantonio. Greco gives it right back to him on a handoff. LaBelle now at the point. There's a shot. Blockered away there by Babin. Motor City trying to get a stretch pass. Almost took off the head of Declan Conway. Now Greco's going to come back with it as the puck goes back to him. It's a 3-on-2. There's a shot. Jameth! And somehow Babin kept it out of the goal. What a save by Trevor Babin.
Somehow got post to post. The clear waved off as well.
Didn't think that would happen.
That was Cutting. Nothing but effort from Taylor Cutting.
Taylor Cutting doing a good job. Speaking of Cutting, there's big sexy Elias Thompson on the ice. So the heavyweights are out there. Now they're starting to throw the bodies around a little bit. Ozelinch, and there's a fight behind the play. Talked about this one. Ozelinch to his knees. Thompson firing some right hands, wrestling him, getting some undercuts. Right there in the face. Edgar Ozelinch did not win that one, though he picked the fight. Elias Thompson. Elias Thompson winning that one. We knew temperatures would rise. We gave you a little bit of warning. But round one goes to Motor City.
That was pretty clean. He said, you want to go? Yep, drop the gloves. And not too often Edgar Ozelins doesn't get a punch in a fight, didn't have good standing. And Elias Thompson does one of the things he does best, gets a few punches in, and, well, the crowd's pretty happy with his effort.
Well, immediately took him down to his knees, kind of held him there, gave him a couple up undercuts. And the officials don't like King and Petrantonio.
They're getting nose to nose with the officials.
Yeah, that's a little...
Looks more like a manager and an umpire arguing than two guys on the ice.
Well, Petrantonio.
Steve Gowdy came over. He emphatically blew the whistle, and talking with the captain, I think they're saying that, trying to argue that Thompson went first, or I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't know what else you could be trying to politic for.
Yeah, Jake Krupp now over there talking at the scorer's table. I think that's exactly what he's lobbying for, saying he was goated. So either way, it's still going to stay 5-on-5. It's going to take us into the last media timeout of the first period. What are the shots on goal, Brady?
Well, shots on goal with 3:58 to go in the first period. Still says 10-1 Columbus out shooting Motor City. We do have some scoring updates around the league. Carolina up 2-0 on Binghamton in the first period. All the other games have yet to drop, but not a whole ton of action. I know both sides have had time on attack. I know that the score sheet says 10-1, but it's not like last week where Carolina just thoroughly dominated the first period and Motor City was able to sneak in a goal. It's been a lot of up and down action. The Columbus has carried the more of the play than Motor City, but the shots don't correlate to the time on attack.
No, they definitely are more quantity over quality. They're just happy to pepper the net. And if a couple go in, they'll happily take that as well. Good face-off win for Motor City. Vanderweel off the stick of Ryder. Vanderweel looking for that one. Fired it on Colgan. He makes the save. Miguel Diaz swiped at it a little too late. Tristan Petrie did not appreciate that, but we know temperatures have been rising since about, well, I want to say the last media timeout or second to last media timeout of the second period last night.
Well, both these teams are smart. They understand what's at place. They're both vying for position in the division and for playoff seeding. They took care of it. They don't need to take any dumb penalties.
Oh, there's going to be a wiffle ball type of puck. And the net has to be off the moorings. I don't know why you stop it.
Unless you lost sight.
No, there's that too. But that's an awfully quick whistle for losing sight of the puck. Well, it's got to be what it is, because the net was not off the mooring. So Motor City not happy that the puck was still bouncing around. And either way, they have a whole new five out there. Ryder, Vanderweel, believe. Yep, Cardinal. Miguel Diaz and Oakes, your defensive pair. Again, working 5 defensemen tonight is Motor City. And Taylor Cutting, again, not one of them. He's going to be a forward tonight. Going to be dumped in off the stick of Oakes, picked up there by Rogers. Rogers getting trailed there by Cardinal, gives it back up. Petrie trying to give it out to the near side. That one's going to get rimmed out, and no, is not going to stay in play. Thought maybe it was going to be a line drive out of play. Here's Petrantonio. Gets pinched off the puck. Motor City clearing it. Rogers keeping it in play at the timeline. Dumps it right on in. Babin trying to settle it down behind the net. Goes around his stick to the far side corner. Oakes, Petrantonio. Now at the half wall. Petrie swipes at it. Gaudette's going to come out with it. Try to offer a pass. Motor City, though, is going to retain possession. 2:46 left. Gaudette taking it into the offensive zone. Good poke check there by Petrie. Makimo with a hit on Strojahan. But he gets back up and gets possession. Krupp, Wickline. Wickline carrying it to the near side circle, firing it on Babin. He's going to make the easy save and freeze the puck right there with 2:31 left here in the first period. Well, it's kind of like how the game was yesterday.
Well, at least
except the score is different.
Right, looking at the shots, Columbus definitely continuing the trend from a night ago. But, man, Motor City's had opportunities. They've had times they've just whipped out in front.
Oh, no! That did not go in. Babin makes the save in time, and they froze the puck.
Wow.
Wow, that puck was dangling on the end line. Babin makes a big save and covered it just in time before it danced over the end line.
Puck's got to completely cross the goal line. Did not, or at least from our angle, did not appear to. And Trevor Babin, by a hair, is able to keep it 1-0. When he's locked in, when he's focused, Trevor Babin, there aren't many that are as solid as 72.
Well, 2:22 left here in the first period. 1-0 game. You can see the scoreboard not necessarily working on our broadcast, but that's why we give you updates and timestamp things for you. Here's Wickline getting it on the giveaway. It's a 2-on-2, him and Krupp. Wickline's going to hold on to it, carries it to the near side. Here's Krupp with it. Still going around the ice on the offensive zone, firing that into a crowd. Babin pokes that one away. Doe centers it. It's going to be broken up. Here's Cardinal and Vanderweel with a 2-on-2. Not script passing as it was not tape to tape. This one's centered, though. There's a shot. Ryder firing it on Colgan. And again, Colgan just makes it look pedestrian, just squares up the puck, freezing it right there.
Well, the one thing I like about Colgan, what he's done, at least in the first period, it's one opportunity and it's shut down. Hasn't been a lot of loose pucks. Anytime a guy's had an open look, and that's the second or third time Motor City's had a decent chance, he swallows it up, lets his defense reset. That's setting yourself up for success as a netminder.
Yep, it is. We've seen a couple of goaltenders that fight the puck. That is definitely not Brendan Colgan's MO. There's a good block there. Columbus going to take this one. 90 seconds left here in the first period. Taking it all the way down to the end line. Miguel Diaz, though, comes out of the fray with the puck. Here's Koash to Inger. Inger getting into the offensive zone, taking on three skaters, dumps it down, and will chase after it. Gives it up to the far side. Jacob Kelly gives this one up. Here's Moore. Kyle Moore carrying it all the way in, going around. Milam. Oh, there's another. Oh, Milam recovered very nicely there, pushing it to the corner. He and Costello battling for it. Koash comes out with it. Under a minute to play here in the first period. It is going to be icing. Thought it was touched before the blue line, but either way, 53.4 seconds left here in the period. Still 1-0 on a goal scored by Alex Trojahan. While we have a moment, going to have a special guest during the first intermission.
Yeah, we will. Mr. Kenny Cott of 97.1 will be joining us for a short chat. He's one of our guests tonight. Should be fun talking with one of the hockey-nistas in the Detroit media.
Oh, there you go. One of my former homes, 97 won the ticket. Was there right when it started. Yeah, we'll have Kenny Cott. Of course, Brady will talk with him, talk hockey, talk about maybe things going on. Always happy when our media partners get involved with us. WDIV, Fox 2 has been involved with us as well. Channel 7 as well. Yeah, Kenny Cott, who's the producer of, what's Valenti's show now? It's
the Valenti Show, parentheses, with Rico.
That's what it, okay. See, when I was there, it was Valenti and Foster. So, but I know Mike has since switched partners, but that gets cleared. Motor City kind of holding on to it, looking for that perfect pass. Going to be deflected there by Cardinal. Greco's going to hold on to it, gives it to Petrantonio. Cardinal swipes at it. Ryder trying to get there. His stick gets tied up. Tries to center it. Strojahan comes out with it, clears it. Colton stops it with his chest. Now it's going to be sent in with 5 seconds left. Well, that'll do it for the first period. Motor City trails 1-0 on a goal scored by Alex Strojahan. Was the midway point through the first period before the River Dragons got a goal. It wasn't the cleanest goal ever by any stretch of the imagination, but they all count the same.
When you got two really strong netminders between the pipes, that's how you have to get the goal. Dirty it up, muck it up. Hey, a puck slid across. Babin wasn't in position, just kind of pushed it in with some tight wrist, got it past the line. That's all that matters. Babin and Colgan have both made some solid saves. That's why it's only 1-0.
Yeah, Colgan making at least 3 or 4 point-blank stops in front, making his night a little bit easier. But, of course, anytime it's the intermission, we got to give you intermission stats. Those are brought to you by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in the Metro Detroit area. If you want to learn more about these machinist jobs, just visit careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. That's careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Just really quickly, I know we kind of said it was midway through the period, but again, who assisted on Strojahan's goal?
Alex Strojahan scored at the 10-10 mark of the first period. Josh Pietrantonio and Josh LaBelle get the assist. And the final shots on goal, 12-5 in favor of Columbus. Still no updates in the score. Carolina 2-0 over Binghamton. Everyone else yet to get started.
Oh, there you go. Carolina still giving it to the Black Bears, hunting them with their hunting rifles, but still a 2-0 game out there. But again, it's 1-0 here. We're going to welcome Kenny Cott into the broadcast. Again, producer of the Mike Valeni Show on 97.1 The Ticket. And we will let Brady talk with Kenny Cott.
How's it going, boys?
Well, Mr. Kenny Cott, the hockey-nista of the Valeni Show with Rico. Thanks so much for coming out. I know it's been one period, but how have you been enjoying yourself so far?
This is great. If I lived any closer here, I would actually be here every weekend. This has been fun, fast-paced, physical hockey. Not something that I thought was in my backyard.
No, it's a time capsule of sorts. It goes back to the old school hockey days. There's not many nights you come here and you don't see the gloves drop. You'll see a lot of bodies flying. It's a very fun brand, very old school. If people only knew how real Slapshot really was.
Slapshot is real, and it lives here in Fraser.
So, funny story, speaking of Slapshot, Columbus got here yesterday. Their bus broke down as they were coming into the parking lot. They made it from the Gulf of Mexico up to Fraser. But, Kenny, let's talk about you for a second. You, as I mentioned, you're probably the hockey-nista of the Valeni program. There's not a lot of hockey-first guys. You're one of them. What's it like covering it in such a hockey-rich community like Detroit and the state of Michigan?
Well, it's really nice having the Red Wings kind of coming up a little bit this year. It was a lot harder the last few years when they just have been not so very good on the ice to watch. But now I see this in front of me. What I've seen today is actually possibly the second most entertaining hockey thing in this city. And you said Columbus's bus broke down.
Yes.
So that I learned was not Columbus, Ohio.
No, that is Columbus, Georgia, which is on the Alabama border on the Chattahoochee River.
The thing that impressed me the most is this league's reach is actually not just like I was expecting local teams, Michigan, maybe Ohio, maybe Indiana. We're talking deep south. There's a team in Mississippi.
Yep.
Wow. That surprised me when I heard that.
Yeah, you have two here in Michigan, Port Huron Prowlers, along with us, the Motor City Rockers down south. Biloxi has the Mississippi Seawolves, the Columbus River Dragons. You go out east, Danbury, Connecticut, Harrington, Delaware has the Thunder. 3 teams in New York. For the level it is, like you said, basically anywhere east of the Mississippi and a little bit west, you got teams.
By the way, killer logo. I'm a big fan of this. I might just get a hat or a jersey or a T-shirt or something because I think this might be the best minor league logo that's around right now.
Well, we really appreciate that, Kenny. Let's talk about what you do, what people normally hear you 2 to 6 on 97.1. If you wear a couple different hats for the Valeni Show with Rico, what's it like work with them? As he always says, it's fast-paced radio. It's go, 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 go. What's it like working drive time in Detroit?
Well, it's a lot actually like what you saw on the ice today. It's very aggressive, very fast-paced. Somebody might get in a fight at some point. It's very fast. It's fun. I thank God every day for what I do. But man, it's fast. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you guys have a lot of fun segments. Talk around town. One of the favorites, I think the fan favorites, and I think some of yours, is the Who Said It bit at the end of the week.
Where we make fun of our coworkers.
Yeah, yes. That's almost appointment listing. I know Friday home games, I make sure that's on when I come down. But what are some of your favorite bits you do on the radio that maybe the fans like as well?
Who Said It? Definitely on the board. We've been giving away a couple of really good picks over the past couple of weeks. Cash the Ticket, we also have been releasing They call me Sir Pucks a lot. We are up 7.5 units. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find that. Those are some really good bits, but who said it? And deal breakers, Roberto does a great job coming up with those. It either makes him look bad or one of us look bad or a coworker look bad. Either way, everybody gets involved.
The retired getting to know Roberto was also a fun segment. It was an interesting one every time.
I got to tell you, that was like when you watch like the comic book movies with the origin stories. That was his sad origin story, was learning a lot about what he did in his upbringing. That was it was fun, but it was also just a little bit depressing at the same time.
Also, Kenny Cott, obviously Sir Pucks-A-Lot the man that hits the hockey overs. Again, 2 to 6 Monday through Friday on 97.1. Cash the Ticket, you've been on that as well. Anywhere else we can see Kenny Cott and anything else we should know about you?
No, that's it, man. You nailed it. I'm about to go grab a beer from that bar over there. That's the next plan. And maybe a hat. Exactly.
Well, we appreciate it, Kenny. Thank you so much for making us a part of your weekend. Again, listen to him on the Valente Show with Rico on 97.1, 2 through 6. And again, he'll join you on Cash the Ticket, the hockey-nista of the ticket, Kenny Cott, everyone.
I appreciate you guys having me out here. It's been a blast, man.
No problem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the second period in a bit. You're watching Motor City Rockers hockey.
Well, I'm not Kenny Cott by any stretch of the imagination. I'm Ben Salagi, joined with, as always, Brady Beaton.
I think there's only one Kenny Cott.
There's only one, but it was funny. You called him what, a hockey?
The hockey-nista.
I've never heard that before.
He is. Well, that's because there's only one Kenny Cott.
That is 100%. No, it was a good interview. I was listening to it.
He was really gracious. So glad he could come out here. Brian Fisher of Locked On Red Wings will be joining us in between the second and third periods. But we still have 20 minutes of hockey to play. We saw some pretty darn good hockey in the first period.
We really did. We saw some great hockey, but really thankful all of our media partners and friends in the industry able to stop by and say hello and catch hockey. And we have got a great game here. We're 2 minutes away from getting this one underway in the second period. Again, Motor City down 1-0 on a goal scored by Alex Trojahan. But Motor City has been playing well. They've been taking their time. They've not had a lot of offensive possession, but they've had some. And in the chances they've had, they were point-blank chances, just not able to beat Brendan Colgan. What do you think, though, they have to do to make that small adjustment to get one on the scoreboard?
Sometimes this might be a cop-out answer. Sometimes you just need a little luck to bounce your way. Play that period again. Hey, maybe Babin, or they don't knock that puck in past Babin. Maybe Babin's a little closer in position, or maybe Babin doesn't get to the puck on the line and it's 2-0. Hockey, when it's this tight, sometimes it's as simple as saying it's a little bit about luck, but you put yourself in position to be lucky. And Motor City's put themselves in some decent positions. Now, would I like more than 5 or 6 shots on net in a period? Absolutely. But of those 5, 6, 7 chances, most of them were pretty high quality. They're looking for the really the A+ shot and not just anything they can throw on net, because with a goalie like Colgan, might not do a whole lot of good. He's been absorbing the pucks well. Just keep getting those opportunities. Don't be surprised if you have the puck out in front of the net. Be prepared for it, and when you get it, bury it.
Yeah, you're right, but if it wasn't for the cat-like reflexes of Trevor Babin, it would be 2-0. So it's just one of those things. Again, those cat-like reflexes, the puck was on the line still, though Trevor Babin keeping it at 1-0. We'll see what can happen here in the second period underway. Speaking of Trevor Babin, was able to meet his grandmother, who's in town, lives in Ontario, just right near Niagara Falls. And get this, Trevor Babin gave the puck for his first career shutout to his grandma. How awesome is that?
Well, she's one of his biggest fans, and it just means more when you know you have that support system. And every single game we see the Babin family, we know if they're not here, they're watching, whether he's in net or not. They have been very loyal Rockers fans since day one. And, yeah, it just shows how much that you can mean to a person when you support them their whole life.
100%. Just was an awesome story. Thought maybe mom would get the puck, maybe dad would get the puck, but no. Grandma gets to have the puck. So that's pretty special. Motor City dumps it on in. Little slick surfaces on the ice. Players still getting used to it. You can see it's a little slick here. Maybe not as great on camera. It might be a little more shiny. But Motor City still trying to get possession here. Koash settling it down at center ice. Koash still looking for that stretch pass. He had Inger at the timeline, but Kelly with a strong forecheck negates that option.
See, again, Motor City being very patient with the breakout. The whole game plan has been opportunistic. Get that perfect chance. Don't give an opportunity for Columbus to counter, because that's where they'll get you, and they've done a pretty good job in that regard.
Yes, they have. Here's Gaudette settling down the puck. Oh, there's Strojahan. Which one has the poison, Brady?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a quick shot there by Perks. Just when I saw you moving the water bottles, I thought of Princess Bride. Maybe they're both, and you just have an akin to the poison. Maybe that's it.
Maybe I do.
Maybe that's it. Right now, LaBelle holding on to the puck. Looking for his option for a stretch pass. It's Lane King. He gets it at center ice, moves it to the near side corner. Strojahan picks it up. Still the lone goal scorer today. Again, one of the top point getters for these River Dragons. Puck centered in front. Krupp can't get there. Motor City trying to glass it out. Krupp, though, keeps it in. Doe chasing in front of the net. Gets separated from the puck by Oates. Motor City still having a hard time getting out of the D zone. Krupp goes through the wickets. Wickline picking it up. He's going to tie up Oakes. Oakes still holding on to it, looking to get this one out. This forecheck is tenacious, but finally Vanderweel clears it and dumps it down. Ooh, and they're going to call icing, so they cannot be a line change. That hurts.
That was pretty darn close. Official was right on it. Doesn't seem to be too much fuss being put up by Motor City, but that's about as close as you can get.
It is. Yeah, that's, well.
He was a step or two behind.
Yeah, he was behind the timeline by a good length. Well, good face-off win by Ryder. Vanderweel gets it out for a second time. Here's Ryder.
Hand pass.
Yep.
Easy call, right call. Just stinks because if they let that one go, it's a 2-on-1, but that was the right call.
Oh, 100%. I was going to say, that's why I was kind of shocked. And then, I hear the whistle, and 100% that is a hand pass. Got to appreciate the officiating crew we have here tonight. We appreciate all the time officials are here. Steve Gaudy wears number 90. Cody Lang we've had before. He wears number 63. And the linesmen tonight, Jacob Kohlmeyer and Colin Pons. Motor City trying to get the stretch pass. Koash can't hold on to it. Tries to saucer it to the near side. Conway can't keep it in, but Milam with a blast. Going to be punched away by Brendan Colgan. So Cody Lang was the one who called the hand pass. Either way, almost 4 minutes into the second period here, I should say. I saw the one and got confused for a moment. Yeah, good to see fans stop by here at Big Boy Arena in Fraser. Good face-off win. Motor City able to keep it in, though. Columbus, Jemayev. Now it's Underwood. Gives this one back up. Holding onto it is Ozelinch. Ozelinch looking for that stretch pass. Oh, Kelly was ready for a stick lift. But the puck's going to come back. Now, second attempt to Kelly. Cross-ice pass, carrying it in now. Is Moore. There's a shot. Babin somehow holds on to that one. And now Moore pushing and shoving after the play.
Well, you see Columbus, it's a balancing act they do. They'll have 2 or 3 guys that are going for it, risk it for the biscuit down the ice. But a lot of the time, their defense won't come up They won't pressure inside the zone. They'll stay back. So in case something goes wrong with their forwards, they have that safety netting. But Columbus has such solid forwards that a lot of the time there's not these odd man rushes that you might see when you have 3 forwards down by the crease, down at the bottom of the circles. And the defense is always back just in case. They have a lot of talent, and that's why they're able to get away with that.
Yeah, you're right. Trevor Babin got checked out. He seems to be okay. Last night had a stinger on the right arm, so he's getting beat up in net with the puck a little bit. Makema dumping it in, but again, Babin seems to be okay. That one's just on the left arm. Centering opportunity cannot be completed by Gaudette. Here's Perks, tries to center it. Hessa Ferdini fires it wide.
Again, don't be surprised if you get that puck on your stick point blank. Be prepared for it. If you're surprised, you have that half-second hitch, and you're not ready to put it on net.
Well, Kogan poke checks this one. Suffredini holding on to it. Milam called for it. He's not going to get the puck. Vanderweel, though, going to chase down for it. Ryder gives it to Vanderweel behind the net. Danis looking for options, surveying the ice. Backhands this one down low, just out of the reach of Cardinal. Cardinal picks it. Now Strojahan with the interception on the giveaway. King losing the puck for a moment. He gets it right back. Petrantonio. Nope, it's going to be Strojahan who's going to pick it up down low.
That was a tough giveaway for Motor City. Had a guy without a stick for Columbus. Mini advantage there. Could have taken advantage of it, but you give the puck away at the blue line.
Well, there's a quick shot on Babin from Greco. He makes the save. Puck, though, still loose. Troop along the wall, gives it up to the point. LaBelle quickly giving it to Greco. Greco cycling it down. Rebound. It's going to be controlled by Suffredini. Motor City trying to get it out, and they do. LaBelle gets possession of it back for Columbus. River Dragons back on offense. Krupp leaving it there. Wickline overskates it. Motor City gets the clear. Suffredini with it now. Gives it up to the near side. Broken up. Ryder's going to have it, though. Ryder, man, feeling that pressure, and Columbus is just collapsing with all of its players along the boards, really trying to just boa constrict this offense for Motor City.
It's a very aggressive defense. They're trying. You'll see 4 guys on one half of the ice. Motor City hasn't been able to make them pay because, again, they are really solid at what they do. Everyone understands their roles, and they mitigate the risks.
Well, Cody Oakes has to go back, play the puck, trying to get it out of the D zone. Well, it was played there for a moment by Koash. Tied up by Oakes again. Still battling forward in the corner. Puck along the wall. Underwood carrying it all the way down low under traffic, shielding the puck, wrapping around, seeing what he can do with it. Gives it back down low. Quickly played there for a moment. Motor City comes out with it. Inger to Conway. Conway battling. Gets hooked, and it's going to be a call. Motor City. It's going to go on a power play. Drawing the hooking call was Declan Conway. We'll see who the guilty party is. Looks like it's going to be Kirk Underwood. But either way, that'll take us into the first media timeout. Brady, shots on goal have to be a little bit closer, don't they? What are they at right now?
Still like pulling teeth, getting a shot on net. 2-2 in the second period, a 14-7 advantage through the game for Columbus. Look around the lead. Carolina is extended their lead over Binghamton. They lead 3-0. And now my report here, I'm just dropping the puck. Still about 27 minutes out from Danbury and Watertown, and about an hour out from Delaware and Mississippi. But Ben, you're on the man advantage. This is a team that doesn't take a lot of penalties. You look at the PIM numbers, especially the teams at the top of their divisions. They are one of the few teams that are under 1,000 penalty minutes, and they're under it by a lot. Columbus 902 on the season. You look at Carolina and Motor City, 11-23 for Carolina, 10-08 for Motor City. And here's the thing with Columbus, a good majority of those are fighting majors, so they're not going down a man. It's 5-on-5. It's what you saw in the first period. It's dropping the gloves, and you're not costing your team anything. You have 2 minutes on the advantage. It becomes that much more vitally important that you know you're not going to get 3, 4, 5 opportunities. You might get 2 or 3. Got to take advantage while you can. Tie it up on this power play.
Yeah, and speaking of Columbus, their penalty kill number 1 in the league, 88%. Motor City, though, second in the league on the power play at 21.9. It's the Digital Macomb Indoor Power Play. reach over 100,000 people in 1 month. Want to learn more? Visit digitalmacomb.com. That is digitalmacomb.com. Suffredini has the puck, getting pressured, trying to give it out to the point. Inger, get back to Suffredini. They're going to switch. Inger down low, centers it wide. Koash couldn't get a stick on it. Colton will keep it in, gives it to Koash. Koash actually went to brunch this morning with the Babbins. Has the puck, fired that one. Good save by Colgan. And Kelly will get the clear. It's going to be a race to the puck. LaBelle getting on his high horse. He's going to get there first. Suffredini losing that race, but he's going to tie him up at the end line, pin him along the boards. Colton gives it up to the far side. Inger back. This is dangerous. Again, good forechecking pressure by Petrantonio. The calling card for the River Dragons is just pressure, fire, and blood.
And look how quickly they shifted. Forechecking pressure, and they drop back immediately.
Well, there's a quick shot for a rebound. Koash is late getting to it. It's going to be an easy clear by the River Dragons.
Talk about leading by example. Jay Krupp, one of the player assistant coaches, he gets in front of that puck. He puts his body on the line. He's a veteran of this league, and he's selling out. That's how you get buy-in from your team, and that's why their system is so strong.
Well, you say he's a veteran of the league. After this weekend, he's going to be near 240 games in his career. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. There's a shot at goal! Nick Miguel Diaz puts away the one-timer! 1-1 game, Motor City cashing in with the man advantage.
That was the pass that didn't connect earlier in the power play. The first one went right to left. It was too far out of Koash's reach. This one is put right in the wheelhouse. Ben Miguel Diaz, all he had to do was sit there and take it. A beautiful pass leads to a tap-in goal. That's how you take advantage on the power play. That's how you really take that next step as a team.
Yeah, just staying on top of the far side circle. Got through everybody. Threading the needle on that one for the one-timer. Second goal of the weekend for Nick Miguel Diaz as Motor City knots this one up. Miguel Diaz now has 4 goals on the year. Gaudette.
You get Ryder and Cardinal on the assists. How about Brad Ryder? 28 assists on the year. He likes dishing them out.
Ryder's been playing well as late. Had 2 assists yesterday, so now that's 3 on the weekend for number 21. But what a feathering pass by Ryder. We're going to have a delay call here from what it looks like. It's going to go back.
Going right back on the man advantage. Chance to flip the momentum of this game. Just tie it up. They take a penalty. You go back. Hey, you bury it. You put Columbus on their heels. And now, from a game that the first 25 minutes or so felt very Columbus-based, Columbus-focused, is now Motor City focused, and now you're dictating the pace. Now they have to chase you. Again, imagine this is the playoff series. You're up 1-0. This is a chance to take it to them and really put the pressure on them.
Yeah, it's going to be back to another Digital Macomb indoor billboard power play. Reach again over 100,000 people in 1 month all around Macomb County. Learn more by visiting digitalmacomb.com. That's digitalmacomb.com. Motor City 1-for-1, just getting a power play goal a few moments ago. First time they've scored on Brendan Colgan, by the way.
Yes, it is, and that's just another thing, whether you think about it or not. Just nice to get that off your back.
Yes, it is. It's a large gorilla, and the centering opportunity cannot be connected.
There again. Hopefully this power play ends like the last one did, but you had a nice opening to Inger. Wouldn't have been a great shot, but it would have been a pretty darn good one, and you just miss it wide. That's an unforced error.
Inger getting pinned at center ice. Going to be another clear by the River Dragons. There's a center. Oh, that's dangerous. Centering opportunity. Again, strong forecheck. Moore almost sneaking in. A puck luck goal. Here's Conway carrying it in along the wall. Centers it to Koash. They can't find tape to tape. Inger, though, gives it to Suffredini. Back to Koash. Top of the far side circle. There's a shot. Colgan makes the save. Rebound comes out. Cannot be controlled by Conway. And Jemayev will backhand this one out of harm's way. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Suffredini. We're almost at the halfway point of this hockey game as there's 10 minutes left here in the second period as well. Dumped in. Here's Vanderweel with the puck. Goes out. Vanderweel gives this one up to Ryder. Can Ryder find magic again? Here's Cardinal. Cardinal has a man in front. It was Suffredini. They did not connect, though. Cardinal holding on. Gets in front. Oh, good block there by Petrantonio. He'll get the clear. 16 seconds left of the power play. Babin comes out to play the puck.
Cardinal had a lot of free room to skate. Maybe just throw that one on net. Again, he was almost shocked. No one came and bodied him as he took it around the goalpost.
Was definitely shocking. Cardinal giving this one up. Vanderweel trying to center it back. It's going to be broken up. Jemayev comes out of the box and trips over his own laces.
Oh.
Thank God he did, or else he would have had a breakaway.
Oh, I don't think Jay Kroup's going to live that one down anytime soon. He got too excited. It was like a puppy getting a run out in the field, just tripped over himself. I'm sure the boys in the locker room will have fun with that one.
Just a little bit. Well, LaBelle's going to pick up the puck. 8:55 left here. 1-1 game. The evening goal in the second period given to you by Nick Miguel Diaz for his 4th of the season. Motor City trying to really mount this offense. Resetting the scoreboard helps. Here's Cody Oakes on the near side. Drops it off to Makema. That's going to be broken up again. Columbus, there's Krupp keeping his feet. Puck at his feet. Krupp now chasing after it as he goes all the way down to the end line. Perks will pin him along the boards. Coming in to help is Colton, but Krupp has the puck. Gives it up. Here's Rogers. Stops, surveys. There's a shot. That was a block by Oakes, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, he paid for that. Looked like it might have caught him in the shin or the knee. Looks like he's all right, but it's definitely stinging right now.
Oh, Gaudette blocking that one. Tried to clear it. Did not work. Here's Wickline. Gives it up. Rogers. No, that's Petrie, excuse me. Broken up there here. Gaudette and Oakes. But now, catching Motor City in a line change. There's a 5-on-2, but to no avail. Motor City recovering nicely. Here's Perks. It's a 3-on-2. It's Conway, Inger, and Perks. Inger has the puck. There's a shot. Good save there by Colgan. Perks has it again. Centers it for Conway. It's going to be broken up. Puck's going to come back to Perks' stick. Another one in front. Oh, Conway was all alone in between the hashes. Fired a shot that got deflected into the safety netting. That brings us to immediate timeout.
Want to give a lot of love real quick to Cody Rogers. He hustled his butt off from the far side. If he doesn't do that, Conway has a really good chance. But give a lot of credit to the D-man in teal, Cody Rogers.
Well, yeah, he played hard. It was recovering nicely. Again, back pressure and forechecking pressure. This team playing very, very well. But we're in the media timeout. We got to let you know, shots on goal has to even up a little bit more. You have a fan. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently I do. But anyway, Motor City is out shooting Columbus 6-3 in the middle frame, 15-11 for the game. Columbus has the advantage. Look at scores around the Fed. Carolina outscoring Binghamton 4-0 now. Carolina taking it to the Black Bears. They're a hotter team in the Fed right now than the Carolina Thunderbirds. They are playing really well. Again, Elmira report here on the puck has dropped there, but unlike last night, no early scoring. And we are still about 15 minutes away from Danbury Watertown, 45 from Delaware and Mississippi. But Ben, I have to say, here at Frazier Big Boy Arena, I really like how Motor City's playing, how they're coming into their own, how, yeah, Columbus controlled the first period and so of action, but they've flipped it on its head right now, and Motor City dictating the pace a little more, giving Trevor Babin a little time to breathe in his own crease.
Yes, they are. Motor City, again, playing tough, getting better as the game has gone on. Of course, people in Carolina are Motor City fans tonight, because if Motor City can get a win, guess what? We have a new king of the mountain here in the Continental Division.
Columbus has basically been on top since the puck dropped on the season. It's been a very Columbus-heavy stay at the top, and looks like they'll get a chance on the man advantage.
Yep, it's going to be a slashing call. Just got to see who it's going to be on. Looks like Jamie Milam's going to be the one going to, nope, Connor Inger going to the box. Wait, hang on.
No, just
okay.
The one.
I was going to say,
I was looking at Milam too, because he pointed at that. Oh, it's a double minor. That's what the extra whistle was for. It's 4 minutes.
Yep. That's not good. Well,
I think Koash might have been barking. That might have been the second penalty, though. I don't know how that would necessitate 4 minutes going up.
I don't know either. A lot to get sorted out at the scorer's table. We'll wait for Ken to relay stuff to Tiff and see if we can get this one sorted out.
Koash and Inger in the box. Oh, that's tough. 5-on-3.
Oh, no.
Let's see if it was for barking at the official or what it was. I love the way Motor City's played. We'll wait for the verdict to come in. So 17 got 2 for slashing.
Oh, yeah, Inger was going to go in for slashing.
All right, now it's just 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, which still isn't good, but it's slightly better.
So what did Luke just tell you?
Yeah, so Koash got 2 for unsportsmanlike in the slash to Inger. Going to be a big 2 minutes. Man, don't ever want to go down 5-on-3, especially against Columbus.
Yeah, well, again, Motor City. Well, there's a shot. Good deflection. Nick Miguel Diaz blocking that one out of harm's way.
Do that for another minute 45. Just pack the triangle and make them go through a bunch of bodies. Get out in front because this is going to be a big minute 45.
Yes, it is. I was going to say, that's why I knew someone else was going to go to the box, saw the unsportsmanlike. I just didn't know if it was going to be Milam or whoever.
Must have said the magic words.
Well, there it is. Petrantonio winning the draw for Columbus. King giving it to LaBelle. Here's Strojahan. Back to LaBelle. LaBelle fighting the puck, gets it back. Strojahan has it at the high slot. Back to LaBelle, they'll switch positions. LaBelle with a shot. Good blocker save there by Babin. LaBelle has the rebound, cycling this one. Petrantonio, near circle, fires that one, 5-hole. That's a goal for Columbus.
Big J. Krupp out in front did enough to block Trevor Babin's vision just long enough for it to slip through the wickets. And that's why it's just a tough 5-on-3. Throw it on net, good things happen.
Well, one guy's going to come back. It's going to be Connor Inger joining the action again.
You're not out of the woods yet. You still have a minute 19 to kill off in the second penalty.
Oh, 100%. Well, let's see what Kelly does with the puck, carrying it in. Here's Wickline, gives it to Rogers, firing that one. Doe picks up the rebound. Minute left here. Another penalty kill, which of course is brought to you by the Kustra Law Firm. Good shot and save. Babin holding on to one. That time he saw a clear line of sight. But yeah, Kustra Law, again, killing 5 penalties last night. Was absolutely incredible. Couldn't kill all of them tonight so far. They are 1 for 2. Let's see if they can go 1 for 3. Kelly gets it. Oh, there's a shot. Good little dangle, but fired it too high. Rebound comes out. Rogers in the neutral zone. He's getting pressured there by Vanderweel. Here's Makema. Makema goes, fires it. Oh, just over the shoulder of Colgan. 30 seconds left. Kelly taking it into the offensive zone. Quick line, leaving it there for Greco. There's Declan Conway had an opportunity, still battling. He's been playing tough all game long. It just hasn't come out yet. Here's a stretch pass. Conway picking it up. He has Inger. Oh, and Inger was not ready for it. Conway took the shot. Deflection goes into the safety netting. But man, Declan Conway been hustling his butt out there today.
Yes, he has. And you look on the score sheet, nothing on there. But if you've been watching this game, you know Declan Conway arguably been the best player on the ice, or at least the best skater on the ice for Motor City. He's playing tough. He's playing physical. He's winning those 50-50 pucks. I really like the way Declan Conway has been playing for the first couple periods. He's just a lot of grit with him.
Yeah, he's been playing well. Played well yesterday as well. Just as hard. He finally got on with the assist on the last goal of the night. Well, 2 seconds left and then 1. Scott Koash is a free man, so that's a power play pelt. That shot fired wide. Rebound comes out. Koash is going to race after it, trying to get there. Koash goes down. Did he draw a penalty? I think he did. And he does.
It wasn't much, but it was in clear sight of the official. Edgar Zozelins just threw out that elbow. And that's not a bad penalty. Elbow interference. They'll get him for interference. He interfered him with the elbow, so 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Either way, Motor City has a chance to tie this game up.
Yes, they do. They are 1 for 2 on the power play. They're 2 for 3 with the penalty kill. If they can go 2 for 3 on the power play, brand new game.
I've liked their first 2 power plays.
Yeah, they definitely have done well. See what they can do here. 5:02 left here in the period. Diaz to Milam, cycling it to Ryder. Miguel Diaz didn't crash in time. It's going to be an easy clear by the River Dragons.
Again, game of inches. Columbus barely got the stick on that pass. If it doesn't hit any stick, that's a clear feed, and that might be a 2-2 ball game.
Oh, there's Jemayev causing some trouble. Milam gets this one out. Now he gets it back. Moore trying to get control of the puck. Motor City finally get to it. Cardinal rimming it around to the far side. Ryder picking it up and settling it down. But not for long. He turns that one over, and Rogers just got hit in the back of the calf with a bullet. Now here's Cardinal again. There's a shot, shallow angle. Somehow Colgan stopped it with his gut. Now Petrie clears it all the way down. Babin will leave it there for Milam. Minute left here in the Digital Macomb Indoor Billboard Power Play. Again, reach over 100,000 people in 1 month in Macomb County. Learn more by visiting digitalmacomb.com. There's a shot. Good kick saved by Colgan. Rebound and cleared by the River Dragons.
Again, talk about luck. That's a rebound. That's a juicy rebound. It's just a bit too far out of the reach of Suffredini. Otherwise, that's another opportunity Motor City had that they just couldn't quite get their stick on.
Oh, here's Suffredini looking for Inger. Inger cross-ice pass. Koash has it in the corner. Has Conway in the middle. Gives it up to Suffredini. 25 seconds left. Centering pass broken up and cleared. Costello breaking it up. Clearing it, though, was Moore. One final push. 14 seconds left. Suffredini. Well, Koash dumping it down. No one can chase after the puck. They're going to say Motor City was offsides. There's a stretch. Here's Petrantonio. There's a shot. Rebound and then a goal. Even strength goal. Josh Petrantonio getting his own rebound, and it's a 3-1 game.
That is a backbreaker. You had opportunities on the man advantage. Take a look to see how he slipped behind the defense, but man, that's a tough one. Went through the check on the boards, and then he just hung out. Defense fell asleep. He knew the situation. He's the captain for a reason. That's why he's been in the league a while. That's a heck of a heads-up play by Josh Petrantonio.
Yeah, I think Michael Greco was the one with the stretch pass from the down low, hitting that pass about 100 feet to Petrantonio. It's his second goal of the game. He had the power play goal, so he's beaten Babin twice. We'll, of course, wait for confirmation on the assists. But it's a 3-1 game that favors the River Dragons. Motor City trying to find their way to get back into this one. There's another turnover. Underwood finding. Here's Strojahan all alone. There's a shot pushed wide. This is the River Dragon offense. We know a lot of odd man rushes and breakaways. They're hitting stretch passes, and they're playing well. This is something that Jerome Bouchard has tried to change recently. They wanted a little more puck possession, but now Motor City's defense is letting them get away with these stretch passes. They're playing with fire, but it's going to go our final media timeout of the second period. Brady, what are the shots?
Well, the media timeout couldn't come at a better time. Gordy Brown needs to calm his guys down. Shots right now in the period 8-7 in favor of Motor City, 18-14 for the game. Around the league, Carolina adds another 5-0. The Thunderbirds lead Binghamton. Port Huron beating Elmira 1-0. Danbury and Watertown yet to drop the puck. Same with Delaware and Mississippi. But Ben, I like the way Motor City's defense had been playing for the first, call it 35 minutes. But you take an unsportsmanlike penalty that really hurts you, puts you on a 5-on-3, and then you fall asleep for a second, and that's what Columbus does. That's why they're so deadly. You make mistakes, they make you pay.
Yes, they do. Everyone back on chat row on the YouTube page wondering why we don't have a live score bug on the broadcast. It's just not working for us, so we'll give you timestamps. 2:19 left here in the second period. It's a 3-1 game for the River Dragons. Josh Petrantonio has 2 of those goals, one on a power play, one on the even strength. Alex Trojahan was the one who started the scoring. Let's see what is in store for the last 2:19. Miguel Diaz, the lone goal scorer for Motor City, swiping at the puck, trying to get this one. Cutting can't control it. There's a shot in front. Babin. Now there's another one in front. Miguel Diaz blocking that centering attempt. Easy clear. Rogers is going to have to go after the puck here. Remember, tomorrow is Kids Day here at Big Boy Arena. Puck drop will be at 2 p.m. Can come here, bring the kids, and let them enjoy the Genesis Kids Zone. There's another shot, and that one's going to be pushed wide off the stick of Austin Doe. Another clear. Rogers will settle it down. Of course, the Kids Zone has mini sticks, cornhole, face painting, and some treats. So that's going to be icing. Yeah, Greco was the one with the stretch pass. Then Brendan Colgan gets the hockey assist. So yeah, Brendan Colgan not only playing well, it's on the score sheet for another reason.
Yeah, he picks up the assist. And some of them are self-inflicted wounds. I'm sure you go back and you look at the tape. Motor City and Gordy Brown's not going to be happy. Again, Petrantonio on that last goal, all he did was kind of just stand by the boards, patiently waiting, and he saw his opportunity and went. It was a very veteran-savvy move.
Yes, it was. Cardinal absorbing a hit after that face-off. Taylor cutting. Can't get to the puck. Another stretch pass here. Costello settling it down. Moore carrying it in. Centers that one. Going to be patted away, though, by Babin. 1:05 left here in the second period. Motor City, again, won 5-0 yesterday. That's a good poke check. Costello has the puck. As a dangle, good play, recovery by Milam, though. Milam trying to get to the puck. It's going to go in between his legs. Dante Suffredini, there's a one in front, and Kelly gets a goal. Jacob Kelly in his last 5 games has a goal and 2 assists. Did not have a point last night, but he was on a 3-game point streak. He gets back one here. So another goal for him. Been playing well. He's, again, their top point getter, was just right in front, got his stick on it, and beat Babin. It's a 4-1 game.
That's creating your own luck. Puck squirted out in front. It wasn't pretty. He didn't have a perfect pass to the slot. No, he just kind of slapped the stick at it, got enough of it, and pushed it past Babin. That's a tough one to give up, especially right before the break. 3-1, you can recover. 4-1, yeah, you're going to need one quick.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot. Somehow you got to solve the Rubik's Cube. That is Colgan. Another bad defensive play. I think these guys are getting tired, to be honest. Well, 30 seconds left here. Koash picking it up at the far side, has Conway in the middle. They can't connect. Good block there by number 13, Edgar Zozelinch. Inger is going to pick up the puck. 10 seconds left. Trying to center it. Suffredini trying to settle it. And good stick lift there by Dante. Or else that could have been trouble. And that's going to do it for the second period. We know that Motor City is only playing with 5 defenders. The way Columbus plays, just constantly coming at you in waves, I think these guys are tired, and that's what's leading to the breakdowns. That's one man's opinion. Brady, what's yours? Because it's been different between the first and second.
I'd see what you're saying. At the end of the period, they had, whether it was a mental or a physical lapse, they didn't play well, only for a few minutes, and you see what they did and how they attacked, and you just couldn't take. They took a deep breath, and Columbus, they pounced, and now chasing threes is a tall task against Columbus.
Well, we got to give you some intermission stats. They're brought to you, of course, just double checking the ad reads here, by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in Metro Detroit. Visit careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. That's careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Brady, shots on goal. Quickly recap the second scoring, and then we'll bring in another guest.
Shots on goal after 2 periods, 20-14, Columbus leading Motor City. The scoring, Motor City would get the first one. Nick Miguel Diaz on the power play from Brad Ryder and Tommy Cardinal made it 1-1, but then it was all Columbus the rest of the way. On the 5-on-3, Josh Pietrantonio would get the first one, assist from Josh LaBelle and Alex Strojahan, and then Josh Pietrantonio would come back for an encore 3.5 minutes later, this time even strength. The stretch pass from Michael Greco, and the goalie, Brendan Colgan, gets the assist as well. And then in the final minute of the second period, Jacob Kelly, the leading scorer for Columbus, would add another, a Chuck Costello assist to bring it to 4-1.
Well, we had Kenny Cott in the first intermission. Second intermission is going to be Brian Fisher of Locked On Red Wings. We'll turn it over for Brady and Brian to maybe play a little tic-tac-toe. And Brian, can you skate and maybe get some goals? We'll ask and find out, but I'll hand over my headset.
Brian Fisher of Locked On Red Wings joining us. First of all, thank you so much for coming out. We enjoyed having you. How have you been enjoying yourself through the first 2 periods?
Honestly, it's been a blast. I didn't know quite what to expect coming out here. My first time watching a Rockers game, and I've played out of this ice rink my entire life.
Right.
And so I've seen the transition from Motor City Mechanics, the Jets that used to play out of here, now play out Mount Clemens, and this has got to be one of the most fun experiences I've had in all those years. And one of it's the little details as well. Obviously, on ice product is a lot of fun. But it's the little details, like the foam fingers being in the shape of the the rock signal, and then when the period's almost over and the PA announcer goes 1 minute left to rock.
Right.
The branding is so on point, and there's just so many little things going on here, and it's a really fun experience, and that's why you love leagues like this.
Well, that's what the Fed will offer you. It's obviously the NHL is a more polished product on ice, but the intimacy you get at this game, hey, you feel like you can reach out and touch them. Heck, in most home games, you'll see fans standing over the glass heckling the other team, for better or for worse, but it is a very intimate environment here at Big Boy Arena.
Yeah, you said you could reach over the glass and touch them. I'm like, yeah, you probably actually could. The glass down here behind the bench, But it's been an absolute blast here the first 2 periods. The merch tent over there, there's some awesome merch out that way. The purple hat that Kenny behind me here is rocking, I love that hat. It's so great. But the on-ice product as well, it's very fast-paced. A little bit, I'm kind of surprised by how fast-paced it is. It's been really fun. And, of course, the physicality that you kind of expect at this. I mean, we already saw a fight in this game as well. It's been fast-paced, high-scoring. It's just been a really entertaining hockey game all the way around.
Well, you've been around hockey in Southeast Michigan for a while. You still are. You've worked with Oakland before. You obviously Locked On Red Wings. Tell us about what you do and the importance of, obviously everyone focuses on the Red Wings. They're the big show in town. But the younger levels from youth to juniors to the minor leagues like here with the Motor City Rockers. Just talk about the importance of that and how the community can grow and support it.
Well, so when it comes to these leagues like this, they don't get as much acclaim as they should, in my opinion. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're when you said intimacy, I think that's a good way of putting it. You go to a big game at a big venue like the Red Wings,
right?
You get the ultimate and level of play, but you don't get that intimacy as you were putting it. You don't get that interpersonal connection you can get with the players and the other fans that you do at these levels. And also, you don't want to talk about pricing too much, but affordability is a huge part of it too.
Oh, exactly.
You go to a Red Wings game, it's going to cost you a couple $100s. You can come here and have a great night of hockey at a much lower price rate. And that's a huge thing. You can get that here with the Rockers and juniors. You got the Flint Firebirds, which Red Wings prospect Amadeus Lombardi doing great things out there. You got the Toledo Walleye not too far from here. I mean, you should always support your local, your close-to-home hockey leagues, because by supporting those, you're helping grow the game so that at the highest level it also improves. I mean, coming out to a game like this will only help grow the game, and it'll help inspire more young kids. But I was here, and this is where it gets personal for me. This coming here in 2006 for my 10th birthday, this exact rink, I saw the Motor City Mechanics play.
Right.
That was my first ever professional hockey game I had ever gone to see. It made me fall in love with the sport. And so there's probably 10-year-olds here in the crowd tonight. It's going to do the same thing because of that intimacy. Because you're going to get so much closer to the game than you ever could at an NHL game. I would have loved to go to an NHL game as a 10-year-old, but there's that, like as you put it, that intimacy as a child, coming here and getting so close to what you're watching. That is gonna that fuels growth, and that's why supporting these kind of local hockey teams is so vital.
We talk about growing the game. One way you do that, you get media out there like Locked On Red Wings. Talk about what you do with that and how people want to hear you talk about the Red Wings and the Detroit hockey team, how they can do that.
Well, you can listen to Locked On Red Wings anywhere you get your podcast. So you can catch us on the Odyssey app, which is exactly where you'll catch Kenny's Cash the Ticket. That's AUDACY, but we're also on Spotify, Apple, Google, and of course we're on YouTube as well. We're a video podcast. And, you know, we talk hockey, Red Wings hockey, 5 days a week. So it's Monday through Friday. We have an episode 30 minutes long. So it's always consumable. You're never sitting for too long for a 2-hour episode. You get a quick 30-minute bite on the latest hockey news. You know, and it's been doing really well. But also, I work down the hall from Kenny at 97.1. I work at WWJ. So I'm a podcast producer there for a podcast called The Daily J, which is a 10-minute podcast on all the local news. And hey, Motor City Rockers are local.
Yes,
so
they are.
Maybe I'll talk to my colleague Zach and see if maybe we can do a little featurette on the Motor City Rockers, because me being a hockey fan, I have a little bit of bias, but it's really fun.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for joining. Obviously, you and Kenny, always welcome back. Always welcome back here at Big Boy Arena. Thank you so much for making this a part of your weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be back with the third period action in just a minute. You're watching Motor City Rockers hockey.
Well, welcome back to Big Boy Arena. Things got out of hand rather quickly as Motor City is down 3 goals. It's 4-1. But, of course, there's hockey here. Just really quickly, the MHSAA hockey finals are going on. And congratulations to Brother Rice. Brother Rice getting a 4-2 win, overcoming a 2-goal deficit against Byron Center for the D2 title. Well, Flint Powers got a 3-2 win over East Grand Rapids. That was a tight game all the way through. And, of course, a tale as old as time, Catholic Central and Brighton going at it for a D1 state title. Catholic Central leading that one 2-0. So, but again, congratulations to Brother Rice and Flint Powers Catholic on your state title. Usually, in a previous life, I'd be at USA Hockey, but instead I'm here. So I wanted to give a shout out to them. And so it was a nice, again, going to give a shout out to Brian Fisher and Kenny Cott, media friends of ours. Brady, it was all your doing, but it was good conversations. What did you talk to Brian about? That was a little...
Brian, he hosts Locked On Red Wings, but both him and Kenny grew up, learned to play here, talked about how he saw the mechanics here back in the mid-2000s and how it can really grow a love for hockey and how this level is necessary and how he fell in love watching games at this same rink. So getting them both back here, they are very gracious with their time. Again, Kenny Cotton, 97.1. He's on the Valente Show with Rico, 2 to 6. And Brian Fisher, Locked On Red Wings, 5 days a week. Listen to that wherever you find your podcast. It was awesome to have them on.
It was really great to have them here in our booth. We're ready to to get the third period underway here. Just getting some house cleaning taken care of. Here's Costello with the puck. He actually got an assist on Jacob Kelly's goal to make it 4-1. Costello and Kyle Moore, the apple getters on that one. Well, Underwood falls down. It's going to be cleared, and they're going to call icing. While we have a quick moment, have not introduced you to one of our friends, HealthQuest Physical Therapy. If you're a weekend warrior, you're not feeling just right, you can go to HealthQuest Physical Therapy in Southeast Michigan. It's one of the premier providers of physical therapy in the area. Get back to living life, get back to the game as quickly as possible by visiting one of HealthQuest's more than 35 convenient locations, and see how HealthQuest can help you at hqpt.com. That's hqpt.com. That was definitely interesting. I'm not going to lie, when you were not here yesterday doing like everything, felt a little odd.
Yeah, you get into a routine and sometimes it just throws you off.
I wanted to be like, hey, Brady, what's the shots? But no, I think I did. I even joked like, hey, Ben, what are the shots? Well, Ben, it's this, and this. But Miguel Diaz gives it to Vanderweel. Vanderweel looking for a shot deflection. Milam can't get a stick on it. If he did, it could have been high sticking. Either way, Columbus. Oh, there's a pass gets broken up. Here's Vanderweel. Down low, Ryder tipping it just high. Oh, Ryder had it there for a second, just couldn't bury the puck.
The right play, right idea, just missed on the execution by a hair.
Well, you aim small, you miss small. Deflections are deuces wild. They can go anywhere. Here's Vanderweel with the puck, trying to get this one out. Going to just dump it in. Motor City's going to line change behind the play. It's a wholesale change. Austin Doe with the puck now. Giving it up to the near side, and I don't even think that's going to get near the fans. I think that went into the tunnel.
Went a long way into the crowd, that's for sure.
Definitely did. One way or the other. But just to be candid with folks, this is what I was kind of expecting yesterday. Kind of a game like this. But again, only rolling 5 defenders. The guys clearly got tired, and the best team in the Fed took advantage of it.
And that's a lesson you can learn. Take something out of that.
Yep.
Can't fall asleep for the final couple minutes. Hey, maybe if you see that early, maybe you use your timeout then. But you also expect your guys to be locked in for that 20 minutes. Again, it wasn't a lot against other teams in the Fed. It's still probably a 1-1 game, maybe 2-1. But against this team, they will kill you. It's 4-1.
100%. I mean, it was 2-1, and then, yeah, the last 3 minutes, those 2 goals were backbreakers. Motor City trying to climb back into this one. Oakes gives it up to Makema. Makema trying to find Perks on the near side. They can't connect. Puck could be played by Suffredini. It's going to be a partial change. Here's a stretch pass in trouble. Here's Columbus getting in. There's a shot. Babin makes the save. Poking this one out. Kelly almost getting his second. Motor City chasing and racing after the puck. Again, Columbus plays with a pace that if you're not conditioned enough, you will get gassed rather quickly. Here's Costello flipping the ice the other way. Going a dangle, there's a shot. Oh, stayed on the near side. Quick save there by Babin. Good reflexes.
Columbus has dictated the pace for most of this game. The time when they didn't, that's when Motor City had success, drew a couple penalties. But Columbus got back in their groove, and obviously 3 straight goals have resulted.
Yes, they have. Here's Costello again on the near side. Blockered away by Babin. I think Motor City is just almost on fumes, which is not a good sign. There was Koash firing that one from well behind the blue line. But these guys are looking really tired, and the bad news is there's still 16 and a half minutes left of hockey to play in a third period and a game tomorrow.
Yeah, and they're chasing 3 goals. Again, you can't score the 3-point goal. Got to get them one at a time, and it starts with dictating the pace, and Columbus has gotten back on top in that regard.
Yes, they have. Well, here's Ozelinch trying to get the breakout going, pestered by Cardinal, but Ozelinch carries it into the offensive zone. There's a shot deflected by Oakes into the safety netting, so the Nets have seen a little more action than either goaltender right now. But again, after tomorrow's game, It's going to be a 3-game series in Winston-Salem next weekend, and then Binghamton comes to town. The Black Bears wrap up the month of March, and then after that, after this series, there's only 5 more home games left in the year.
It's been a quick season, and that's why these games are so important. The playoffs coming sooner than you think, about a month away. And once they get going, hey, it's going to be boom, 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 boom. We talked about it in the pregame.
Yeah.
You finish that last game on Saturday, you're getting ready for a Monday game.
Yes, you are. Just like how this season kind of went by in a flash, so will the postseason. Here's Oaks, centers it down low. Makema had Colgan out of play, but fought the puck instead. There's Oaks firing that one. Colgan didn't see it, but he stopped it. Here's another shot on the near side. Makema can't complete it. Strojahan will settle it down. There was a couple of good looks, just couldn't bury it.
Been good opportunities for Motor City in all 3 periods. They've only been able to convert the 1.
And again, in the first period, you had those 3 or 4 that were just one-on-one point-blank shots that Colgan stopped as well.
Ben, I'm sure you'll agree that for the last night was not a 5-goal game. That was not the play. Tonight, I don't feel like it's been a 3-goal deficit. Again, it's that a few minutes has made the difference, and Columbus has pounced, and Motor City hasn't taken full advantage of all their opportunities.
Oh, yeah, no, it's both games fairly even. Here's Conway stopping, dangling in the circle, getting into the slot, backhanded. But that was just centered mass save by Colgan. He was squared up the whole time. But, yeah, again, to your point, we talked about it off the air. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame as well. Last night, you take away those really kind of differentiated goals, those deflections, the wraparound centerings. It is a 2-0 win for Motor City, right? And same thing here. You take away those long stretch passes.
The mental lapses for Motor City.
Yeah, you take away those. It's a 2-1 game still.
And that includes the unsportsmanlike penalty. Those are ones that are completely in your control, and that when Motor City's done well, they've limited them.
Yes, they have. Motor City has played well against some of the best competition in the league. There's a shot by Enger. Good save. Enger getting tossed around. Conway tries to play it to the near side. Suffredini can't keep it in. Doe had it for a second. Gives it up. Suffredini getting it out of harm's way to Colton. Colton back to Suffredini. Dante's going to walk it across the timeline. Racing into the offensive zone. Trying to dangle around. Gets himself out of position. But Vanderweel bails in time. Here's a stretch pass going the other way. Jemayev firing that one. That's going to go wide. It was deflected off the stick there of Colton.
Conway's going to go for 2.
Conway, I think, also got hit in the face, though.
That's what he's arguing. I'll have to see the replay, but I'll have to see him. It looked like he initiated contact. Oh, no, there's blood, so it'll be a 2-2, so we're going to go 4-on-4.
They're sending Jemayev into the box.
Yeah, they called him for a high stick.
Well, Jemayev had to have been for the high stick, and then interference for Conway.
Right. So
that's got to be what it is.
4-on-4, and it's not exactly a power play, but at least opens the ice up a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's going to take us back into the media timeout, though. Of course, it will allow us to sort out as well what's going on at the scorer's table. Again, we're just guessing, but shots on goal actually this time around are pretty even.
Yeah, and Motor City actually has the advantage in the third period, but Brendan Colgan is one tough nut to crack, out shooting Columbus 4-1 in the third period. Still, Columbus has the edge for the game, 21-18, but shots coming at a premium. Take a look around the Fed. Shots aren't coming at a premium down in Winston-Salem. Carolina leading Binghamton 6-2. Port Huron in McMorran, a 1-0 lead over the Mammoth, much lower scoring than a night ago. Danbury strikes first in Watertown. They lead it 1-0, and we are about 5 minutes away from Delaware dropping off against Mississippi down in Biloxi.
Well, Port Huron been playing well. Of course, Elmira, we know when they're away from their home barn, they are a different animal altogether.
Elmira's been struggling, and Port Huron gets the win, and Motor City can't at least knot it up. They'll move into sole possession of third place, and also Columbus will at least keep off the charging Carolina team for now. Yep,
everything bunching up in the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. But either way,
And games played all even except Port Huron. They're at 45. The rest of the Continental Division all at 43. So not a lot of games in hand. Don't have to worry about that down the stretch.
well, there is that as well. Face-off win by Motor City. Again, 4-on-4 hockey. The Rockers trying to maybe see if they can get back into this one. Puck, here's Miguel Diaz. There's a shot. Colgan saving it with his face. And he's not happy that the mask came off. He said a few choice words that George
Probably
Carlin.
hurt.
Well, it hurt, yes.
Look at the saying, Ben, I'll give you a mask and you can take the shot off the face and you keep it
Well,
peachy.
I've
that
done it
looked like it
before.
hurt.
I've done it before. I'm just saying George Carlin, we know a couple of the words that Colgan would have. I'm not saying it's very nice. Then again, you and I both played football. Even wearing a helmet and getting hit in the head is not something that is pleasant either.
That one, yeah, that caught him flush too.
Yes, it did. I was going to say, if you give me, well, I'll make a deal. If you can give me $25,000, I will wear a goalie mask and you can fire one at my head.
Can't give you what I don't have.
Just take out a loan. It's whatever. No, totally kidding. Good face-off win for Columbus. Motor City, though, getting possession of it here. Milam. You're right, though. Anything off the dome hurts, no matter what. Rogers getting this one to Kelly to the near side. Petrie carrying it into the near side. Stopping. Going to get pinned along the boards. Him and Milam are going at it. Moore coming in to help. Going to come out to Rogers, to Kelly. Kelly firing that one. That's deflected off the stick of Miguel Diaz. Now Kelly has it again. Good play there by Miguel Diaz to push it to the corner. He's going to get it back behind the net. That's a giveaway. There's a center in front. Babin thought maybe tried to draw goaltender interference. Delayed playing the puck. And now Miguel Diaz has it and will carry it to center ice. Man, Motor City does not look on the same page at all right now.
Been knocked out of sorts. I don't know if the goals rattled them or what, but they were playing really well for the first 30, 35 minutes. But since that second and third goal have gone in, Motor City hasn't been able to get solid footing.
Well, here's Strojahan who opened the scoring today. Poke checked off of his stick by Sufferdini. 23 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Here's Petrantonio looking for a hat trick. There's a shot fired wide. And Josh Petrantonio plays well. He's 29 years old, from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Played 4 years at Niagara University, but he started playing in the Fed in 2016. That's 270 games for Josh Petrantonio. Of course, also played in a different league.
Right, but he's been a staple here for a while, and he's been a staple in Columbus for a while.
Yeah, 3 years. Of course, his last 5 games before yesterday, he was on a 7-game point streak. 3 goals, 3 assists. Here's Sufferdini carrying it in. Baez not going to call offsides. Thought Inger was guilty of it there. Here's Koash picking up the puck. Oh, good glove save by Colgan. Rebound still loose. Everyone comes out. Here's Costello. It's a 3-on-2, and it's going to be offsides. Doe, the guilty party there.
Ooh, how about that for some tough luck? A good chance in close, a rebound opportunity not to be had, and it bounces perfectly on the other end right as the penalty is expiring. If it wasn't for that offside, that's a 3-on-2, and that's a dangerous opportunity.
Yes, it is. Austin Doe was just a little eager to get the offense going. So he was guilty of that. Motor City getting control of the faceoff here. 12 minutes left here in the third period. 4-1 game favoring Columbus. Of course, there's game tomorrow. It's the only one in town. There's a shot by Inger, easy save by Colgan. But again, 2 o'clock puck drop tomorrow here at Big Boy Arena. Would love to have you. Again, it's Kids Day, so have some fun activities for the kids. And of course, again, the Rockers Kids Zone brought to you by Genesis Credit Union. You can bring the kids there, get their face painted, play some mini sticks as well. Love to have you. Good face-off win. Here's Doe again. Gives it up to the near side. Krupp pushing it ahead. Hard bounce off the end board. It's going to stay behind the end line, though. Motor City coming out with it. Koash. Cross ice pass. Here's Inger. Has Conway on the far side. Inger's going to carry it all the way down. Not looking for a centering opportunity just yet. Tried to center it a little too late. Doe, though, gives it up to Krupp again. Little pass to Wickline and going to get broken up by Colton very nicely. Koash looking for his options. Finds Colton. No stretch pass available there. Gets it to the stick of Conway. It's going to allow Motor City to get a line change.
No stretch pass. There were two teal jerseys that were double teaming Conway. They saw what he was trying to do, leak out, and have to start to take some calculated risks if they want to get back in the game. Columbus is all over it.
Columbus is all over it. White on White. Yeah, can't even talk. White on Rice. There's Colgan holding on to it. Almost halfway through this third period, 10:52 as he freezes the puck. Still a 4-1 game. Though I think if you're Motor City, again, as you said, Brady, there's no three-point goal. So maybe kind of just take your losses, still work through the offense, see if you can crack into the lead, but basically play for tomorrow.
Well, you got to get one to make them sweat. A 2-goal lead, all right, you're nervous, and got to do it, got to score the first one. And you can tell Columbus, they're trying to keep this in neutral, put it in cruise control. They are getting ready for tomorrow's game. They know 3-3 nights with this travel is never easy.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't even know if their bus is fixed either.
Yeah, that
was a fun little story.
It's a tale as old as time in the Fed.
At least the bus broke down in the parking lot here, though.
That is the best part I've seen. It's better than it being impounded or on the side of a mountain in Chattanooga.
There is that.
And those are both things that have happened in the Fed, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, it is. Well, there's some tie-up. Gaudette and Petrantonio at center ice. You're going to see it there in a second. There's a tripping call. No hand goes up, though. Makimo clearly taken down, but play will continue. Here's Petrie. Strojahan can't accept that pass. Going to be sent right back. Colgan settles it down behind the net. Motor City will get a line change. Wholesale change coming off the bench here. Rogers gets it to Costello. Costello losing the puck. Motor City gets the clear. Out of curiosity, what do you normally do on Sundays? Because I know obviously we're going to be here tomorrow, but when you're not here.
Nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
Just watch TV or
just whatever I want to do or don't want to do, because that's usually one of the only days I have to myself.
There you go. Well, it's going to be nice to see you tomorrow.
It will be. We'll get it started early.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. Normally for me, before we get into the shots on goal, the Players' Championship is tomorrow. You put that on, you take an afternoon nap, you wake up, you watch the last 9 holes, and you kind of go from there. But can't do that. But speaking of holes, what are the shots on goal and right now in the third period?
Motor City is actually outshot Columbus now for the game, thanks to an 8-1 advantage here in the third again. Columbus is in cruise control. They know they have a game in under 24 hours. They're not trying to bury or send a statement to Motor City and run up the score. They're just going to sit back and manage themselves as Motor City tries to expel the energy, attacking. You look around the Fed real quick. Carolina still leading Binghamton 6-2. Port Huron up 1-0 on Elmira. Danbury up 1-0 on Watertown. And Delaware and Mississippi just got started down on the Mississippi coast.
Well, they just got started, and we're about wrapping up. And just actually, Carolina got a goal. It's now 7-2. So literally in between the time you took a breath and a refresh, they got a goal. Motor City trying to get one there. Pushing it wide was Cardinal. Sufferdini picking up the rebound, trying to center it. Kelly's going to hold on to it, settles it, and gets it into the neutral zone. Oh, man, what a good look there that just went wide off the stick of 57.
Motor City's had opportunities. They just haven't converted. Makes you wish you had that 5-minute stretch back. Maybe it'd still be a 1-goal game. Maybe we'd be feeling a lot different right now.
Yep, instead it's a 4-1 lead for Columbus. 9:12 left here in the third period. Costello looking to get the bounce. Suffredini getting control of the puck, though, feeling the pressure from Moore. Dante Suffredini has an opportunity, gives it up to the far side as there's a quick line change. Koash gives it up to the near side. Conway trying to backhand this one down low. Greco has it. It's funny, Greco was the one who was an instigator yesterday, has not done anything today.
Well, he gets his fair share of points, 8 goals, 15 assists. For a guy that's supposedly the muscle, not doing too bad on the score sheet.
No, not too bad at all. There's a quick shot, again off the mask of Colgan.
Motor City's going to ask for a delay of game. I think it was loose, and when it's loose, the goalies are taught just to take it off. But you saw, I think it was LaBelle coming in to knock the net off for his goalie's safety.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think there's a broken strap on his helmet, but
that's a smart heads-up play. Don't try to play with the loose bucket.
No.
Just knock it off, give you a chance to reset. Yeah, maybe a little bit of bad luck if that stays on or doesn't break. Maybe Motor City gets another attempt, but sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yes, it is. Colgan, though, putting back on his gauntlets. Going to reach for his lance in a second. 8:34 left here in the third period. Again, still a 4-1 game. Josh Petrantonio has 2 goals today. Alex Drojahan has 1. Jacob Kelly has 1 for Columbus. And then, of course, Nick Miguel Diaz has 1 for Motor City. Perks firing that one on net. Couldn't do anything there. Centering opportunity. There's a shot. Rebound. It's a goal! Big goal there on the rebound on the near side. Derek Makema, number 71, cuts into the lead. It's now 4-2.
Making it entertaining, making Columbus sweat for it. Got to maybe take it out of neutral, put it in first or second gear. But again, keep peppering the net, keep attacking, keep attacking. Just keep throwing things at Colgan. That one just slipped under the arm. Couldn't get post to post in time. But that's a good job cutting it to 2. Now Columbus is just, they can't just cruise to the finish line. Now they're going to have to tighten it up a bit.
Yes, they do. Derek Makema getting the goal. That's number 14 on the season for 71.
Are they going to send someone off?
Well, this is what we had last night. A couple of fans who sit behind the bench have gotten the attendance.
Gowdy's going to send someone off. It looks like he's talking to Josh LaBelle.
Yeah, LaBelle. Yep.
Is he telling the fans or the players to go?
Well,
We'll stay 5-on-5. Must be the, I don't know if he was telling them to stop chirping the fans or what. We talked about the intimate atmosphere in the breaks, and this is part of the Fed. For better or for worse, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes not so quite, but just life in the Fed.
Well, and the funny thing is Lane King and a fan got into it last night, and a fan was removed. So Gaudet and Perks are going to get the assists on that goal. But yeah, it's really funny because Lane King again was chirping with fans last night as well. So it is a little interesting. Of course, though, in the Fed, anything can happen, especially in close quarters such as these, a big boy arena. Speaking of close quarters, though, Motor City pulled within 1. It's 4-2. Conway trying to settle this one down. Now he's going to get a stretch pass. Koash pitchforks this one to the end line, getting to the puck on the near side. Miguel Diaz keeping it in. Petry has the puck. Good forechecking pressure there by Inger. Now another stretch pass. That gets broken up by Koash. Babin plays it, keeps it alive. Milam pushing it ahead. Conway gives it up to the near side. Inger trying to battle for it, overskates the puck. Costello sends it back down low. Jemayev overskates that one as well. Ozelinch will hold on to it, settling things down for just a little bit. Quick D to D back to Ozelinch. Now he's going to look up ahead. Costello tipping it. The rest of the line change will be completed for Columbus. Puck now down low. Motor City trying to get it out, and they do. Here's Makema, who just got the goal. Tries to fire that one. Oh, that was a fought puck. Oh, my goodness. Tim Perks was on the doorstep, but Colgan was just a tick faster to cover up that puck. Oh, my goodness.
think Columbus started counting their 3 points a few minutes ago. Motor City not quite ready to give up. Just keep peppering. Good things are going to happen. Colgan's gotten a little loose with the puck more so than he did in the first. Keep throwing him on net. Keep trying to get that ugly goal to bring it within one and really make him sweat.
Well, of course, his equipment isn't working as well either. There's a deflection in front.
That bounce is going to go Motor City's way sooner rather than later. It did for Columbus in the first goal of the game. Just keep putting them in those dangerous areas. It's kind of how you got the last one, but keep throwing it on net. Motor City dictating the pace right now.
Yes, they are. Starting to get good, consistent pressure on offense. Petrantonio and Vanderweel in the face-off circle. Good face-off win by Danny. Everyone has to tag up. No, I don't know if the puck crossed the blue paint, but the linesman said it did. Checking the replay here is there's about a 20-second delay between us and actually what's being broadcasted. But face-off win, Suffredini has the puck. Now Vanderweel with it on a stretch pass from Colton. Vanderweel battling forward at the end line. Tying it up, Cardinal has it, gives it out of harm's way to the far side. Colton has it, tries to center it. Colton gets it back, centers that one down low, and no, Ryder just pushing it wide. And the net goes off the moorings.
Not going to allow a line change because Colgan was the reason the net came off. But man, Motor City's bringing that pressure. Part of you's like, yes, this is what you need to see from the Rockers. This is how they can play. And the other part's going, man, that short stretch is the difference. Just falling asleep for a second. And this could be the difference between a playoff series win and loss. But you still got 5:58 left to go in the third. Keep peppering Colgan. You get one more, you're going to start getting some nerves on that Columbus bench.
Well, right now, Colgan has not been the same since his equipment malfunctioned. There's a backhand by Colton. Got through a crowd, but it's going to go to the far side. Colton's going to keep it in. Blast that one. Got deflected by Inger. Now, puck comes back to center ice. Colton giving it to the far side. Here's Conway. Lifting and pitchforking this one down to the near side. Everyone has to tag up, though. And they do. It's going to allow King to play the puck. Puck comes out. Greco gets it into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be sent back down low. LaBelle has control of the puck. 5:20 left here in the third. Motor City trying to not chase the puck. Here's Doe going in. There's a shot pushed wide. Did not even hit the side of the net. Puck gets flipped out to the neutral zone. Greco trying to settle it down. Gaudette got a high stick, no call. Wow, Gaudette went down. Puck though settling down behind the net. LaBelle directing traffic. Under 5 to play now. Giving it up to Greco. Gives it to Krupp, just tips it. Babin's just going to deflect it to the end line. Motor City. There's a big hit along the boards. Puck comes out centered. Here's Petrie with a shot, pushing it wide. Another one not on target for the River Dragons. Here's Makema all alone. Makema getting into the slot, gets pitched off there by Rogers. Good shadow and gap responsibility by Columbus there. Rogers is going to pick up the puck behind the net. Dangerously in front, coming out with it, though, is Petrie. 4:12 left here in the third period. Motor City not giving up. Trying to come back into this one as best as they can. Milam looking for his options. Gives it to Suffredini. Tapped there by Vanderweel. Milam's just settling it down. Still battling for it at the end line. There was a big hit by Cardinal. Now here's Ryder. Lost his luggage at the airport. Now going to be moved ahead by Kelly. Motor City looking for a break here. Here's Kelly again with the puck. Centers it in front. Costello got his stick lifted. Babin makes a save and cuts the rebound and holds on to it. Trevor Babin was just out of position but found enough to stay in front of that puck and hold on to it. With that freezing of the puck takes us to the last media timeout of tonight with 3:33 left on the clock here in the third period. Brady, shots on goal, and what's going on in the Fed?
Motor City absolutely peppering Columbus here in the third. 14-2, out shooting Columbus in the third, 28-22 for the game. Around the Fed, 11 total goals down in Winston-Salem, 8 for Carolina, 3 for Binghamton. Carolina holds the 5-goal advantage. Port Huron's added an insurance goal. They lead Elmira 2-0 at McMorran Arena. Danbury leading Watertown 3-0 in Watertown, and a game that the puck just dropped about 15 minutes ago. 2-0 Mississippi leading Delaware. They got off to a fast start down at the coast.
Well, there you go. Mississippi playing well. Delaware and Mississippi last night was a close affair. But, yeah, kind of surprising Carolina's blowing off the doors of the Black Bears just a little bit. But, again, they're playing as well as anyone in the league. Saw them here last weekend. They split here with Motor City, obviously. They've split so far with Motor City on the season series. But nothing too surprising when you look at the scoreboards from around the league. A little surprising here, it's 4-2. Again, not to harp on it, but the last 3 minutes of the second period, literally the difference right now.
Well, yeah, you look at the goals for Columbus, 17:01, the 17:01 mark of the second period, and then 19:17. That one was the backbreaker. They were just trying to get across the finish line of the second period, and Columbus snuck that one in. Man, Ben, how much different is the feel right now if they just get to that intermission and it's 3-2?
Oh, it's definitely a lot different. Motor City trying to get it to Conway. He doesn't know where it is. Moore has control of the puck, though. Underwood chasing down this one at the end line. There's a turnover. Conway blasting that one. Moore took an not intentional high stick to the face, and he is down and slow to get up. I think he might have a cut above his nose. Totally inadvertent. Declan Conway cranked and ranked the shot, and Moore was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ooh, yeah, he tried to get out in front of that shot. He took that stick right to the face. Give him credit, though. He's trying to get in front of what's going to be a nuclear missile from Conway, and he paid for it.
Well, he got some radiation poisoning across the face, that's for sure. Face-off win for Columbus. 3:10 left here in the third period. Still a 4-2 game. Not for a lack of trying, though. Koash settling this one down with his stick. Still battling for it. Gives it up. Here's Suffredini. He tries to move it into the slot. And we're going to have a penalty here on Columbus.
Now's your chance. High stick on Columbus. Down two. Obviously, have to net one in these 2 minutes sooner rather than later. Ben, I know there's still 3 minutes left. I might pull Trevor Babin right from the rip.
Well, it'd be interesting.
Make you 6-on-4, give you the best chance. You're chasing two. If you're only down one, you might leave them in. Or now there's no high stick? Oh,
no,
now there is. Okay.
Strojahan's going.
But no, I'd take Babin out right now. I'd give you almost 3 minutes of advantage hockey. At least net the first one, then you can figure out with how much time's left. But I wouldn't be surprised if Trevor Babin comes out of the net sooner rather than later.
Well, Gordy Brown's going to take a timeout. While we do, let's give you 2 ad reads, shall we? First off, it's going to be a power play, which is brought to you by Digital Macomb Indoor Billboards. Again, reach over 100,000 people in 1 month all around Macomb County. Learn more by visiting digitalmacomb.com. That's digitalmacomb.com. And last but not least, Iconic Goaltending. You see the lettering on the crossbar on our goals here at Big Boy Arena. Iconic Goaltending has clinics here in Metro Detroit for young goaltenders looking to improve their game. Information on private lessons, team skates, and performance analysis can be found at iconicgoaltending.com. But we're going to see if Trevor Babin stays on the bench or goes back to the 4x6.
Depends how aggressive Gordy Brown wants to be, but if I'm Coach Brown, I leave him on the bench. Maybe you have him halfway out, you get the win, and you can get him out cleanly just in case you don't get the draw. But, hey, you're down 2 goals in the final 3 minutes. Got to take a few risks if you want to come back, especially against a Columbus team. And 6-on-4, well, that gives you the best odds.
Well, There's 6.
Babin staying. Like the
Babin's,
move.
yep,
Really
Babin is
like
staying.
the move.
It's Conway, Makema, Koash, Colton, and Inger. And Suffredini makes 6. 2:54. Gordy Brown going for it all here. Good face-off win for Columbus, kept in by Suffredini. Suffredini in the high slot, looking to give it down low. Conway getting hit by Greco. They wrestle to the ice. Coming out with it is Makema. Here's Suffredini looking for a shot. Deflected. Colgan makes the save and holds on to the puck 15 seconds into the Digital Macomb Indoor Billboard power play. But again, Gordy Brown going for the gold here, which I know Gordy, he doesn't normally do this.
He's more of a conservative coach, but I really like the move.
Oh, yeah. 100% with you. Did this actually, I think, back in Watertown when they lost their first game in Watertown there at the beginning part of the season. But again, if you give up an empty net goal, it is what it is at this point. You got to go for the gusto. Suffredini keeping it in, minute 30. Here's Colton. Cycling it to the near side. Koash firing it for a deflection. Inger can't get a stick on it cleanly. Inger has the puck, gives it back to Colton. To Koash. Koash again. What is this?
Net went off the mooring. You see different officials handle it different ways. It's up to the official's discretion. But man, we've seen some let it play on, and it's benefited Motor City in a couple times this year. But wow, he was just sliding over. It wasn't intentional, but that kills the momentum for Motor City.
Yeah, don't like that. But either way, it's going to work out to Columbus's favor. They're going to get the clear out of it as well. Minute 10 left here in the power play. Koash. Again, it's a 6-on-4. Koash coming in. He had a goal last night. Gives it up to the point. Colton to Suffredini. Traffic in front of the net. There's a shot deflected there by Makema. And Colgan makes the save. 58 seconds left in the power play. 1:52 left in the game.
Was a perfect deflection. Colgan was just playing it well.
Well, Declan Conway, a little frustrated with Dante Suffredini, said, I was open. And he just didn't get the puck. So I think he wanted Dante to fire it from the high slot for a deflection sooner than what he did. There's a blast. Milam! Oh, it bounced off the thigh of Perks into the wall here on the near side. Puck still bouncing around. Going to come out. Cardinal settling it down. Tommy Cardinal. There's a shot into a crowd. Goes to the end line. Not the best look, but a look nonetheless. Ryder picking up the puck. 37 seconds left. To Milam. Milam gives it to the high slot. Miguel Diaz rips that one. Going to be blocked. 30 seconds left. Another centering opportunity. Ryder. There's a shot. Got deflected high. Long rebound. Miguel Diaz keeping it in. Gives it to Milam. 22 seconds left. Ryder. Cross ice pass. Miguel Diaz gives that one down low. Good block there by Petrie. 12 seconds left till Strojahan comes out of the box. There's a shot, and that's going to go wide. Going to be a clear all the same. It's going to be a power play pelt for Columbus. So now Motor City's 1 for 4 with the man advantage. They still have a man advantage, though. Trevor Babin is on the bench still. 45 seconds left. Motor City turning this over. Petrantonio looking for his hat trick. Not going to get it.
Motor City did everything right on the power play except get it past Colgan.
Oh, here's Vanderweel. Has a centering in front. Perks can't fight it and settle it down instead. There's one in front of Colgan. Paddles this one to the end line. Another one in front of Colgan. 25 seconds left here in the game. Still 4-2. Here's Strojahan looking for his second, and he's going to get it. 20 seconds left. It is a 5-2 game on the second goal by Alex Strojahan. Well, can't say he didn't try, but Strojahan started the game with a goal. He's going to end the game with a goal.
And the theme of this game, when it comes down to it, is you got to play a full 60 minutes. Talk about it being a playoff series. You talk about it being that time to really tighten things up. For, I'd say, 45, 50 minutes of this game, Motor City played really well. But it was that 10 minutes that just wasn't quite there, and that's going to end up being the difference in this one. They'll get a chance tomorrow to get some payback.
Yeah, the rubber match tomorrow at 2 o'clock as we're in the final moments here. Cody Oakes is going to hold on to the puck. Everyone knows this game's over. They'll go to their respective corners. Not the best night, but the good news is Brendan Colgan can be solved.
Yeah, they finally beat Colgan, but that's a tough 5-2 loss because you know Motor City's right there. That's where getting that Friday win helps, but a big game tomorrow at 2 o'clock back here at Big Boy Arena.
Yep, that's going to be the rubber match here at Big Boy Arena. Again, your final here, 5-2. Really quickly, Brady, final shots on goal, and I'll carry everyone home because I know you have some friends you want to take down to the locker room.
Well, Motor City ends up out-shooting Columbus 30-22. Can't get the result, though. Trevor Babin, I know the stats won't say it, didn't think he played too poorly. There were some tough ones for Babin in net, but Columbus earns the 5-2 victory despite being outshot. A reverse of what happened a night ago.
Yeah, just a reverse, but again, it was a good night because Brendan Colgan was solved finally for the first time this season. Things did not work out the way you would have hoped, but still, there is some silver linings in this game as well. Well, got to give you some stars of the game. Let's see who's going to get some stars of the game. We don't have it officially here from the off-ice officials, so we'll make some stars of the game for you here. Third star of the game is going to go, well, we'll give it to Nick Miguel Diaz. He played well all weekend long so far. Got a goal to start this one in the second period to tie it up at 1. Nick Miguel Diaz had some strong shifts, so he'll get the third star of the game, at least from me. Second star of the game is going to go to Alex Strojahan, who started the game with a goal, ended the game with the empty netter. He's going to get the second star of the game. Top star of the game is the man who ended it, basically. Josh Petrantonio got 2 goals today, played well, played tough. And he also had an assist, so he had 3 points today for number 9. Doing a good job on the ice again, just couldn't get a win. But we will have you here tomorrow, 2 o'clock, right here on the Rockers YouTube page, as it will be the rubber match between Motor City and Columbus here in the weekend series. Columbus does have a 3-game-to-1 edge in the 4 that they've played on the year, obviously, but the weekend series here will be the rubber match tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Remember, it is Kids Day tomorrow, so bring the young ones. Let them enjoy the Rockers Genesis Credit Union Kids Zone. Let them play mini sticks. Let them get their face painted. They even have balloon animals. That is something that has been new. The artists with the balloon animals do a great job. Bring the family for tomorrow's game. We'd love to have you here for matinee hockey at Big Boy Arena. For Brady Beaton, I'm Ben Salagi saying thank you so much for tuning in. It wasn't our night. Again, it was a 5-2 loss, but we're going to see you right here tomorrow for a matinee affair. Hope whatever you're doing, wherever you go, make sure you rock on, and we'll see you tomorrow right here at Big Boy Arena. Good night, everybody.